Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching in the world. Sean Driver here with Brendan. It is a Easter Monday, and the second game of two games over the top of this weekend. This one in Blackpool, Bloomfield Road. Everything becomes a little bit more nervy, and the window is closing, and it's time for Wrexham to prop that bastard open and then walk through the damn thing. What are the odds of a Wrexham win today? Let's go to the chat right off the top. Says not a dinosaur parky. Win, I'm going to put it at 40%. 40% win, 40% draw, 20% loss. That's where I'm putting things. This is going to be a tough one. Lots of goals going to be in this one. We'll go through all of those stats and everything else. Brendan, how are you? How was your weekend? How is everything?
Yeah, once the weather's turning and I don't have to shovel or anything like that, it all starts to put smiles on my face. This is going to be, this is it. This is the run-in. My positivity, it doesn't have any more slack to it here. Like, they got to get it done. Today's it. Put up.
I tried to look at the table and come up with all of the potential outcomes. You only have 3 games left. You've got teams playing each other, but really this game all boils down to if you want to get this one home without the last game of the season being the determining match, you got to win. It's the only option. If you don't do that, the only way that the final game doesn't matter is if we're not competing in it because we've been knocked out. That's scary. I'm a little more optimistic feeling today than I was if feeling feels for anything. I came into the Bristol game and I just thought this doesn't feel right, and I got a problem. This one, I don't know why. I'm feeling a little comfortable, but we're going to highlight who I think is going to be the most important player on the pitch. I don't know if you have any thoughts to that. I won't put you on the spot, but I certainly have my answer for that one. But it's a nervy day. I couldn't sleep last night. This team is wrecking me emotionally and physically because I'm tossing and turning and thinking of all of the different options and prognostications and what needs to happen and looking at the stats and finding weaknesses. And I'm dying. And hell of a hockey game in Czechia, talking about the Women's World Hockey Championships. Those people down south of the border eking out an overtime game on a cough up in overtime. It was a crazy one. Goals back and forth and all sorts of stuff. It's all the U.S. and Canada. They run away with that, women's hockey, and it's been a good battle for years. I think they've won gold or silver in every medal except I think each country has got one bronze. If I have that right. Anyway, that's fascinating. Playoffs is starting in hockey. Not watching. The Whitecaps. I probably will watch the game on Thursday. If you are bored and you're looking for football on a Thursday. The semifinal of the CONCACAF, which is North America's Champions League for club teams. That one's on, the semifinals are on Thursday, the 25th. And some guy named Messi, he's going to be playing. He might not be playing because he doesn't play on turf, but for this one, he might be forced to be the semifinal for the Champions League. They'll be playing the Whitecaps. So there's that to watch. But really, it all boils down to me to this one and finding a way to get this one across the line. The only clinch scenario that aligns up for next weekend is we've got to get a win and we need either a draw and a loss from Wycombe. If we get one of those two things, then a win and a loss clinches it next weekend against Charlton. Any other combination, and we're talking all sorts of weird math problems and figuring it all out and waiting for the final game of the season. A final game of the season, which if we aren't going to clinch it, I actually want Charlton and Stockport to gain points on us because they play. I guess Wycombe's going to knock their game off with them today, but they're playing Stockport at the last game of the season, and I really want that game to matter. Because if it doesn't matter, if I was Stockport, I'd be putting out a less competitive squad and just resting everybody. And if it ends up messing over Wrexham, I don't think that they would mind at all. And I don't like the idea of some form of control being in hands of a stadium hundreds of miles away from a team that doesn't really give a stuff. So that's where I'm at with things. We'll be watching around the League One table. I'm not going to load up any games. I did that before and I got distracted and I didn't like it. And it affected everything. But Charlton's in Wycombe today. And then for Stockport, they've got Huddersfield at home. So those are the two matches that are the most important. We're in the playoffs, that's for sure. Just don't want to slide in there. Brendan, what should we go to? Should we go through the stats that I put together, or do you want to go through the lineups?
You name it. I have the lineups ready.
Okay, well then let's do that if they're ready, and let's start with us. I don't know if you have them.
Yeah, I can go to them after us. Yep.
So Barnett and Lee, they slide out. Who do we got? We got Algonquin up front. We got Brunt, Scar, and Clueworth. Scar in because EOC is out. That's going to be important for this one. And I'll tell you why in a moment when the stats come up. On the wing, Longman's going to be on the right. James McLean, and a shout out to Welsh Techie. I haven't used this mug yet, but Welsh Techie got this one for me. We've got this in Wrexham. It's got McLean with the infamous kiss thing, and then it reads, in fairness, if I was born and raised in Shrewsbury, I'd probably be this angry as well, because it's an absolute cesspit full of inbreds. That being the quote from James McLean back during the first round of matches against Shrewsbury, if I remember it right. Wrexham hasn't lost since March 11th at Reading. Still, the draws are bleeding us out slowly. Stop the bleeding, boys. I'm with you. And it's a funny thing to look at, right? You look at everything and it's like, man, we're on a massive run with points. And it's still not enough. We're in win territory only now. I mean, unless everybody else, well, not everybody can choke on it because you've got Charlton and Wrexham. I want a Charlton win. I don't know about everybody else, but I'm down for a Charlton win.
Yep.
Bring them back into the thing. Bring them back into the battle. The challenges is we will then have to answer for it next weekend. But I'm all for it. Let's keep it all in our hands. Let's make sure we're in control of our destiny. And here we go. Strange, you would have picked my bet. 2-1. There's goals in this one. So anyway, rest of the lineup in the midfield with Lee sliding out. You got James, Dobson, Rathbone. Hopefully we get first half of the season Dobson, not second half of the season Dobson, but we will see how it goes. Smith and Rodriguez, as frustrated as some might be with that, I would have loved to have seen Marriott get a run out, but Parkey is Parkey, and he does his consistent thing, and he has his people, and this is where it sits. So coming off the bench, Burton's healthy still, but a couple of games now. He's the backup goalkeeper. O'Connell is on the bench. So it must just be a knock and a bump, and he should expect him to come back sometime. Good morning, Deandra. How are you? Barnett, he's there for a sub. Lee in the midfield, and Marriott and Fletcher for the 65th minute and 72nd minute substitutions accordingly. We can call it. We know exactly what's going to happen here. I don't know if you have the lineup for the bad guys, but I'm going to pull that one up there because there are a couple of interesting little tidbits to this one. The bad news, 9 out of their 11 that are starting are the regular starting 11 who have the most starts and most minutes played for Blackpool. So they're healthy, largely. There's only 2 exceptions to that rule. James Husband, a 31-year-old defender, he's out. He hasn't started since April 5th, and so he's out of the lineup. And Sonny Carey is also a 24-year-old midfielder. He's been out since March 22nd. So I do see Husbands on the bench. I don't see Sonny Carey. So they've got 2 changeovers from that. Sliding into this, somewhat interestingly, the first one, Elkin Baggett, born in Bangkok, and that's the first Thai-born player that I've run across, plays for the Indonesian national team. 22-year-old. He is on loan from Ipswich Town. And then the other one, Sam Silvera, number 19. He is a London-born Australian national team player, 24 years old. He's going to slot into the midfield. So they'll have a young defender and a young midfielder. Interestingly enough, you follow along on Blackpool and try and get the feel of what people think of the lineup and all that sort of stuff. There's a Tom Bloxham, who's 22, who played in Shrewsbury. He had his first EFL game at 18 years of age, and he was built up by the Solips. And he is not in the lineup. And there seems to be some angst about that. So it'll be interesting to see how it all boils down. box of he is on the bench, and so we probably will see him at some point today. But largely, they are full of what they want to be full of, and that is their starting lineup. I guess you could say we are the same, just with some subs. So it's two teams at near full capacity, swinging at each other. Let's get into it. So the stats, I'm going to pull those up on my end so I can read them off. That gives you time to pull them up. Oh, and I don't have them up. Rookie mistake. But I will tell you this about the statistics is, one, there's going to be goals in this thing. Two, the most important player on the pitch today, in my eyes, and the player who's going to factor in on how this outcome happens is Arthur Ogonkwo. They get shots. They get opportunities. They're good through the midfield. They come at you at one of what last season anyway was one of our horrid weaknesses. This season I had it under control, or at least I thought we did. And that's the difference between SCAR and EOC, because Brendan, if you were to compare the two of them, what would you say defensively is the biggest difference between EOC and SCAR?
SCAR's ability to handle someone running at him better than EOC.
And that is what we're dealing with today. So I don't know if EOC is not 100%. This may be possibly an actual move, because you're going to see Blackpool come at us through the middle. They'll do lots of long balls, but they tend to plop everything through the middle of the pitch is statistically where I see things, or a hell of a lot more than we do anyways. And so let's get through the numbers. Blackpool, they're on a run and they're fighting for their lives. So they will be all over this one, unlike the game against Lincoln City, who's out of it. This one, Blackpool sitting in 10th. They have an extra game in hand against Birmingham that they're going to play on like a Wednesday. So they will be fired up to try and get their 3 points and hold on to the opportunity for them to sneak into the playoffs. They're fighting. They're a ways back. They've got a game in hand. They're still 6 points back. So they'll be trying to eke their way back out, because a loss from this effectively eliminates them. Hell, even a draw effectively eliminates them. So even in a 1-1, they'll be coming at us. Going through the stats, they score more than we do. 66 goals to 60, but they also allow a lot more than we do, 54-33. I think that largely this bodes well for what we do, is we tend to be an intercept, counter-attacking team. We do better when teams come at us and we can crack on away from them. And so I'm hoping that that's true, that long ball becomes effective, because they've been moving players up. Look, somebody's going to score first. It makes the game a hell of a lot easier, and especially with a team with this dynamic, if we're that team that does it. So goals for away, we have 22. That's 16th best in the league. Goals against, tied for second, 18th. 9 wins, 9 draws, 6 losses. Slide over to their points there for a second. 6 wins, 11 draws, 3 losses. They don't lose a lot at home. Surprisingly, they get more points away than they do at home this year. I think it's 5 more points. I don't have it exactly in front of me, but I believe from recollection it's 5. So when I said 40% win, it's more circumstance, because when you sit there and you look at the fact that they've played 20 games and they've only lost 3 times, you'd be crazy to think you're just going to go in and roll them over. That's not what's going to happen. Even taking the 3 points is going to be a battle. But I feel much better about this one. The Bristol game, I just had an ick. This one, I feel better. Maybe it's the cup. Maybe it's the coffee. Maybe it's just the fact that I didn't get any sleep because I was tossing and turning all night. We will see. I watched the new USS Callister episode from the latest Black Mirror season tonight, and great to see Wrexham gets a big mention. Oh, great. Now I got to get caught up on Black Mirror. Season 7. Is that what they're on? Anyway, most teams score more than we do. To be fair, we're not that far off, and I've got a sneeze here.
I put the your favorite stuff, the referee stats up.
Oh, okay, I'll go through the referee, and then we'll come back through the rest of it. The referee, do you want to plug your ears?
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, the only reason I say plug your ears is we've had Darren Drysdale. He is an experienced referee. He's his EFL debut back in 2004. We played him, or we had him for 3 games back in 04, 05, that area, back when he started. And then we didn't have him because we were in the National League and he was still reffing in the EFL. We had him for the loss February 18th against Leyton Orient. We have never won a game featuring Mr. Drysdale. But there's a first for everything. So I don't have the numbers. It's 0 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw, I believe, is what we've got with him. He's done 12 games in the EFL, 2.75. The interesting thing about him is somewhat similar to the last referee or 2 referees ago. Lots of not a lot of fouls, not a lot of yellow cards. He's near the bottom of the 73 that have played to date. But when it comes to red cards and penalties, a little bit above the average. So he's not afraid to call him if he has to. Wrexham lose 100% of the games. Not true. There was that one a couple of games ago where I said this guy gives a lot of penalties out, and I don't like it unless it's in our favor. And that was in our favor. That was the Rodriguez goal. So we will see. But this is going to be a thing. I feel like I'm going to hurl, says Travis. I get it. The fans, we were looking and talking about the stadium, Broomfield Stadium. Oh, and just let me go through the stats while we're here. Just they get a lot of shots. 3rd best in the league, 4.67, and their efficiency not bad at 30%. That's why it's going to be all about Mr. Ogonkwo at points, and he's going to have to make a couple of stops. He just has to because they're going to come at us. So save percentage, we have a 10% almost advantage over them, and so we're going to need that could be the difference. That could be the difference. So accurate passes, you'll see 301. That puts them 8th compared to our 268, 15th. Their crosses, obviously, we play to the wings and cross, and that's our go-to. They're a little bit less than us at 9th. And then when you get that number of shots, and you're not a high possession team, 49.8%, sitting 12th in the league, that gives you the idea that these guys have some giddy up, and they're going to come at you. FOTMOB goals have them at 4th best in the league. They've got long balls at 30.7, so they'll lob it, and it'll be interesting. But more lobs towards the middle. Mr. Scar, I hope he had an opportunity to bang his rust out because he is going to be called on. It's going to be the Dan Scar, Arthur Ogonkwo show, and then trying to break out is how I see this one going. The crowd is loud. They're sitting, I believe, in the east stand. We were looking at this at Bloomfield Road and the stadium before. Fascinating one because the OCD, right, Brendan? They've got the what would you call that? The East Stand just looks like it's been ignored. They've been working trying to get redeveloped here for 4 or 5 years now. It's missing a corner piece on the one side. It sits lower than everything else. It just everything's consistent,
askew,
built to be symmetrical, and then all of a sudden you got this little
Yeah, I was saying because the camera angle comes from that stand, and when it looks across, it looks so beautiful and clean and everything. And you were saying, oh yeah, that's what happens when you spend some time in the Prem and you upgrade your barn. And then I see another shot and I see that open end, and I'm like, oh, it was so nice. What are you doing? So
yeah, the stepchild stand that just kind of got ignored sitting over on the east side. Kim says this game is for the season, basically Wrexham's last chance. Look, the math is simple. If you end up losing this thing, and especially if Wycombe puts on points, you're in trouble. Now you're looking at less than a 16% chance. You're going to have to do win-win and hope that you're getting help. We need to get this thing done and put 3 points on the board. Like and sub if you're new, says Gamer World. I'll do that. I'll also do the shout out before we start. Every single game all season long sponsored by Ultimate Promotions. And so go and check them out, ultipromo.com, ultimatepromotions.biz. They do pins just like this one. That's the stamped version. They do a soft enamel. They do a hard enamel. 48 years of being in business. And they've got, KLM Airlines and Home Depot and some big names that are out there as far as customer base. They do good work, free artwork, free shipping. They'll also do the medals if you've got competitions for whether it be kids tournaments or running competitions or whatever you organize, curling, whatever it is. Reach out to them, chat with them. We lose them. We don't deserve promotion. Yeah, and that's sort of the headache. And as much as I like doing watch-alongs, I don't want to do more than one watch-along in May. That's my limit. One game in May. I don't want to do any more. And so we'll see where we go. The fans are in loud voice. You can hear them rocking out in the East Stand. And, I don't know, Brendan, do we want to set the mood? Oh, if any, WG is there, and he's behind the left side goal. Yeah, he's there. Sarah's there. She's brought the Vika. So if it turns out that we win this, we're going to have to package up the vicar and send him down next weekend to watch the Charlton game. The games next weekend, it'll be back to back to back. All four teams playing are going to be running the early one at 12:30, 4:30 for me, the 3 o'clock, 7 o'clock for me, and the a 5:30 game. That's when we'll be playing. So, Brendan, I'm going to let you take over just for 20 seconds so that I can go and blow my nose and deal with this stuff before it all starts. And feel free to set the mood.
Do your thing.
Right back.
Yeah. I see. It's cool that W&G is going to be there. We have quite a few fans there from the Red Horde on top of the regulars that go, Welsh Techie and everyone that go from the travel team, away fans. Sherry Morrison, where are you in Maine? I used to spend a lot of time in between Portland and Spega Lake. What else do we got? I can bring up the table since Sean did not discuss that. I'll let that sit in front of you for a moment.
Did I miss something?
No, I just went to the table since we didn't talk about it. By the way, I had put up Andy's graphs for us, and I did a few of Welsh Techie's pictures from Discord. Then I hopped over to the table here.
And Jason's there in Blackpool, hopefully bringing good luck. The first trip was much better, though, sir. As far as getting the stuff, yeah. Man, looking at all the.
We got Jason there, Sarah Ricketts, W&G, and Welsh Techie. So plenty of
Red Horde at them en masse today. Yeah. So, man, fire it up. Oh, I mean, you look at it, we're 1 point behind with the goal differential being 5. We can't draw them. We're not going to make up 5 goals in the next 3 games, or at least highly unlikely, unless we're way clear on points, because that would mean we're going to be winning all the way through and winning by 2 or 1 all the way. You know, I guess at least 1. If you win out 3 and they lose 3, I guess points don't matter, but it makes it over. But if we're going to be tied on points, that means they're going to be gaining goal differential as well. So we're going to have to come up with 7 goals in the next 3 games. I just don't see that being possible. Has anyone done research into success rates? I haven't, but my recollection is it's only not worked 1 time. Brendan, is that your sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I mean, for me today, I liked your 2-1. That made sense.
Yeah, I'm at a 2-1. There's going to be goals in this. It could be 3-2. The referee allows 2.75 goals per game, so you would think 2-1's a good shout, but they score, and we hit on the counterattack and like to break teams down that can come after us. This is going to be nervy. This is going to be them with slightly more possession than we do, but when they have their possession, they are like us. They come at you and they go after it. So I see 2 teams just throwing uppercuts the entire game. And so buckle up, strap in, get prepared, grab whatever Xanax or whatever you need to take the edge off. Does Xanax take the edge off? I'm just taking that from TV. I don't even actually know. Fail this season, not end well. We will be champions next season, stronger, better, new stand, thinking positive. Yeah, Des, there's optimism, and I haven't put it out there. I've done the accounting review, the financial reviews for all of the teams in the Champions League. Can't do it for the teams in League 1 and League 2 because if you're under 10.5 million in turnover, you can take this exemption under Part 15 of the Companies Act, and you don't get any stats. So half of the teams, I don't know exactly what they're doing because they don't list it unless I just want to imagine things. So anyways, if we're not in the Champions League within 2 seasons, it's not good enough. I want away weekends at Bayern, which is why I'm also fascinated about what the Whitecaps could do, because then we could say we beat a team that could end up in a draw with Real Madrid or with Bayern Munich or with whoever in the World Cup, which has changed its format. And I'm envious, Brendan. I don't know if you've looked at it, but the Club World Cup coming to New York area over your neck of the woods.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to look yet. I was going to try to go if depending on what's close. I thought, I'm pretty sure I'm getting it within like 20 minutes of me. something's got to be down at Foxborough Stadium.
Okay.
So I don't know what games will be there, but I'll probably go check that out.
Talking about next year in League One is grim, I know, but at the start of the year, I had us pegged for like 16th to 18th. But I'm also really pessimistic. So, that probably stuck us chasing down playoffs, which is where I was trying to hope as we'd eke in. So, but I would have rather have earned our way winning up to get into the playoffs and falling down. But we'll see how it goes. DeAndre's saying, I love how everybody's convinced that we won't go up without auto promotions. I mean, in theory, we could still go up via playoffs. 25% chance. And I'd say less than that because of a team falling in. It's possible. It's always possible. It's also possible that I have a third child, but I don't think that's going to happen. Not that I have one, could have one in the future. I don't think there's any progeny out there that I don't know about. I want promotion now at 65. Not many seasons left for me. Yeah, no kidding. I guess that's a consideration. Those poor Toronto Maple Leaf fans. On their way out, we're rocking the black today. It's a Halloween special. Black and orange. Tangerine. Oh, man. It's going to be a young squad with Giddy Up versus some cagey veterans. Just punch him in the mouth. The referee doesn't like the fouls. Don't literally punch him in the mouth, but no, not a lot of fouls, not a lot of yellow cards. It's just he's happy to give away some pens if necessary. He's happy to give out red cards if necessary. And we're looking at number 12. That's Baggett. And we're looking at Silvera. 19. Those are going to be the young players that don't play as often, who might be the ones that we want to try and go after. 19 on the left-hand side for Silvera in the midfield, and for Baggett, they've got him in the center back position to the left of Casey. So that's where we want to go. That's Max Kluworth territory. Put him up for a goal. Book it. Time to get everything all set up on my end. Have faith till the bitter end. Many had us at 20th and relegated this year. I get it. 2 years is like in League One is a dream after 15 in the National League. Well, that's just it, David. And that's what I think Rich was saying when I'm basically intimating when I was chatting with him is how can you feel bad? It's a glorious day against Bolton in February. The sun is shining. It was good. Weather today, by the way, chilly in the 11 to 13 degrees Celsius range with rains expected on and off, just spitting throughout the day. Woody's going to keep his mouth shut. We don't want that. We don't want that. And Lee and Barney are back on the bench. That's the changeover for those that are joining late. And for us, they've got a full lineup except for Silvera, number 19, coming in the midfield. That for Sonny Carey, who is out, and I believe injured because he's been out since March. And then Husband, who's on the bench as one of their defenders, 31 years of age. He gets out of the lineup, and instead they're going to go with Elkin Baggett, the Bangkok Thai born. Buckle up. This game is going to – I just have a feeling this one's going to be back and forth and swinging mighty and left and right uppercuts. And there's Mr. Drysdale. He is a cagey veteran. 11 seasons, 12 seasons. Nuts. Want to win, not frightened of losing is a good team talk. Get after it. And let's be fair. You've got Parkey, a manager. He knows how to get this stuff done. A significant portion of our squad has proven capacity at getting it across the line. Let's show some of that stuff that doesn't show up on the score sheet and into the statistics. A little bit of heart. Got to dig down and find it. Pull it out from the dearth and just... I saw Jerry, who I know, but Jason not there. I would have thought they could have been potentially together in the areas. Standing over the ball. It's too bad the camera's on our side of the stand. So we're not going to be able to see them unless they show with a second camera. There it is, right on cue. Oh, boy.
Oh, look at that. They got Rob is in the stands.
Rob's right in the crowd. Right in the mob.
All right, call this one out.
I'm calling it out. Sam Smith standing over top of the ball. If I'm way behind, I'll hit the refresh button. But Drysdale says you can get it underway. It's a left foot. Wrexham going from left to right on your monitor. Blackpool from right to left, and it's a long ball searching for Longman. Flicks it up in the air. Knocked down by Rodriguez, and it's stabbed out, and we'll take a throw. 15? No, 17. Well, they'll move the ball closer. Get into it. And the draw, I don't like the draw. We can't have the. If we get a draw, we need lots of help everywhere. You want to take this one, bull by the horns, grab it, take the opportunity. Longman into the area, stabbed away, and they're going to end up with an opportunity to clear. And here they come. They will come fast and furious at us, and there's Kluwer shipping it back. And it will be lots of long balls. Up through the air, back and forth. Longman under control. Dobson sets it back to Scar, and we will reset, refresh. Whoo. Don't know why you got message retracted, Des. I'm assuming it's probably caps. Fire. Pressure is on. They got to go back, and it's a stolen to Sam Smith. Oh, he could just get it by the defender, Casey, and it just rolls to the keeper, Tyrer, but the early pressure almost squeaked one out. But here comes Blackpool down the left side in a giveaway. So Longman takes it, goes down. He's got space. Running towards goal. Lots of players in the middle. He hammers it off of a head. It comes loose. It's there for Rathbone. Shoots. Blocked. We'll get a corner over on the left-hand side. Had to do a little bit of the Flintstone pitter-patter running forward to Rathbone before the ball settled. And by the time he got his left foot on it, the defender had closed on him. That opportunity from 20 yards was a good one. Longman smashed that off that guy's head. I was thinking pass for sure as he had Smith and Rodriguez over on the far post. He could have plopped him, but he took his chance. Get after it, lads. Get after it. Matty James with the corner. Right-footed in-swinger from Matty James. I don't think I've seen what he has to offer. Score it up. Max Kluwer over on the right-hand side with his defenders. It's dangerous, and that was a good one. Right at that 6 yards, 7 yards away from goal into a mob of people, but it's away and cleared. And whoo! We are after carrying that all the way up with Rathbone in his pocket, and it's stabbed out by Kluwer. It'll be a throw in at that midfield stripe. Is everybody breathing? Do I need to do a health check? If you go down and you can't type anything, just hold down X and we'll try and get the emergency services to you. Truffle?
Oh, the truffle shuffle. Someone put that in.
Shuffle. Scar, we're in a midfield battle to find possession, and they finally lob it over, and we're going to get it as Scar throws it back to Ogonkwo. Not physically. And Ogonkwo, right foot, long ball, searching for Sam Smith, headed down. Do we get an opportunity to get there? We don't, as that's cleared and collected. This Apter kid looks pretty solid, to be fair, as he's... Oh, it wasn't Apter that time. Coulson on the left side. Number 15 has been impressive with his possession and ability to get things over. And here comes Blackpool, first time stabbing around our net. It's cleared easy. Well done by James McLean with assistance from Matty James. And it's a long ball through the middle. It's Smith, left side, 18-yard box. Rodriguez coming. He's got a dance. He's got a shot. And he deflects it. It goes off, and it's going to run just across the face of goal. Nothing in it. My arse is flapping. 4 minutes in, and this thing is worth the price of admission already. Parky terrorist football on display. Tyrer, the keeper, with it, right side. Slides it to Ofaya, up the wing, kicks it out. We'll take possession, 35 yards out with a throw in. James McLean. So far as punches thrown, we're ahead. Got to land them now. Got to land them. Long ball. James McLean heads it forward. Sam Smith, can he get there? He can't. Casey just runs in front and thumps it out. Did you guys on the Paramount feed get that interaction between
we did.
And the McLean?
Yeah.
Threw in the ball hard at McLean, overhand toss the big man did from the stands, and had a word for Mr. McLean, who just gave him a wry little smile as he walked away. Cleworth with control to Scar. Crawley goes up on Exeter. W&G, are you doing this from the stand, my friend?
He is, yes.
Dedication. Get that man a brew, somebody. Hong Kong, says Trippy Feet. How are ya? Love Hong Kong. Get over to Macau. Go to the casino. Don't go to Lai Kai Feng. It's not worth the hangover. LKF. I'm mispronouncing that, I'm sure. Throw in coming. I believe that's Ofaya. And Blackpool gets their pocket picked by Matty James. Sam Smith, he's got bodies all around him. Oof, takes a shot off of his beak as he fell, lost control of the ball, and then took the forwarding pass off of his face. The good news is it deflected to a Wrexham player. Now Brunt's got it. Brunt shot it up the midfield, trying to sneak it around up to Rodriguez. Missed the target, and Blackpool on the counter. Brunt easily clears that one away, but nobody home. Slow down. Brunt. Slow down. Awesome. The worst beat I've ever had in poker happened in Macau, unfortunately for me. Rodriguez with it, stabs it back. Longman, 40 yards out, going to Dobson is where we got lots of black jerseys forward. If we can build this up, McLean, nice pass from Dobson. He's going to knock it back to Brunt. Now they've filled their shape. I would have liked a little bit more press, but it is what it is. The long ball champion Wrexham. Good morning to you, Bryn. Longman. Dobson through the middle of the pitch, looks over for McLean. Nice one. Finds something, McLean. He's 10 yards out, dances 12 yards out, 18 yards out to Rathbone. Right-footed. Tyrer, not the most confident stop. And talk about a flop. Wow. That is impressive by Tyrer. Dobson's getting a chat from the official. Fortunately, a veteran official on this one, because the flop Drysdale, get up. Goldfish Street and Mokok. I haven't been to Mongok. Mokok. Don't know. Tire. Back underway. Scar couldn't get up, says he was being held down. Nothing from the official, and Rodriguez heads it, but couldn't get control, and it's over to the left-hand side. Coulson across the halfway line for Blackpool. I'm going to say Blackburn. By mistake, multiple times. It's almost come out. Giveaway. Longman couldn't keep control, and it's up over top, and Ogonkwo comes and settles it down. But we're searching, and we've had more searching, really, in this game than we did before. Has anyone seen me yet? W&G, no. But the camera's on the wrong side of this pitch. Wrong side of the pitch. Scar getting chased down there. The speedy Ennis chases him down, and Scar able to turn and keep it into play. Gets it to Brunt. Can he keep it into play? No, he's lost the ball, gave it away, and then Brunt stabs it off, and Blackpool's going to get a throw in from 20 yards away. Apter. It was well done by Scar to keep it in. Brunt racing a little bit today. A little bit quick and panicky. He's had a couple of passes off of his foot where 85% into the area that he wants it. Lincoln goes up on Bolton. Ooh, that'll be interesting for the race for the final playoff spot. Scar with the header clears it away, but it just goes out to 25 yards away from goal. And here comes the danger. And Coulson's looked good, and he's got Longman dancing on him. And Coulson gets the cross flat through, and Matty James is there to knock it down, and he's going to thump it forward. Great ball to Smith. Can he keep it in play? Unmarked, and he couldn't turn it on Rodriguez, but it gets it to Longman across the midway stripe. You're offside, Jay. You're offside. Yeah, he was offside, and so Longman couldn't give him the ball and wisely tried to hold on. but Rodriguez just never came back. And so Longman got tackled, and it's Blackpool with the ball. Come on. My heart. I'm glad I don't have a heart meter because I just feel uncomfortable right now. 10 minutes in, and this has been nothing but whoo-hoo-hoo. That's all I got for you. Charlton 1, Wycombe 0. Good. I got to go back and check something before I say anything more. They've got a goal differential of 21 to our 27. So we only need a 1, maybe a 2-goal win. That's all we want. We don't want a blowout. Nothing special here from Charlton today, please. The Rovers, the mighty Rovers, all of a sudden up on Stevenage fighting for relegation and to stay out of it. Blackpool maintaining possession over on the right-hand side. It's after Brunt cuts off, moves forward as Ennis went over to help, and they just nicked it back, and McLean has it, gets it to James, and away we go. Giddy up, Matty James. The outlaw on the run. Rodriguez with it. McLean, 25 yards out. He's got Ofaya. Did Mark just say Offia? That'd be an interesting pronunciation. I'll have to listen again in case I've been mispronouncing Offia to Ofaya. But Cleworth with it, right-hand side. Longman knocks it back to him as he had a man tight to him. Cleworth searching long, too heavy. Headed away by the young Baggett, who just gets, we're going to get a throw in from 2 yards away. The young defender, Elkin Baggett. I can feel my arteries clogging. Oh. Diatra's doing the chips and Diet Coke. Longman smashes off ahead, and we're going to corner. So who's taking the ones on the right? Is it Matty James again? It is. Oh, boy. Red Army, Red Army. You can hear it echoing in the crowd. The away supporters in full voice here. 13 minutes in, and I might need something stronger. So it's going to be a right-footed outswinger from the right-hand side from Matty James. Do a thing, sir. Dangerous slow ball, but right to the middle and nobody there. Cleworth can't get up, and it's cleared away by Blackpool, and we'll take a throw in from 35 yards away. Right distance away from goal. I would have liked just a touch more pace if I'm going to be picky and push it either near or far post. I don't like it in the middle. Terrible corners. I'm a little ahead. I thought the first one was fine. The second one was ugly, but the first one was fine. Longman knocks it down, tries to get it there. Dobson can't run it forward, but it squirms in front of the net.
Handball.
20 yards out when it's collected by Blackpool. Handball? No thanks, they say. And Matty James just runs forward and nicks the ball as, wow. He maintained control through two people, and here comes Blackpool into the area for the first time. Cut back pass, and it'll be a Blackpool corner from the right-hand side. And Matty James is going to go talk to the official and say, hey, a little bit of battle is okay, but he grabbed my jersey and ripped me to the ground. Sam Smith going to contribute to that. That was James McLean and Matty. That Apter kid has been, unfortunately, looking good. Apter and Coulson. One on the right side midfield and one on the left side on the back line. We welcome you, Droney. We won't tell anybody in Blackpool that you're secretly cheering for us, that your secret is safe with us. Here comes the corner. Swept, dangerous, but a little bit too far away and well covered, and it's headed away. Blackpool is going to gain possession here. And it's knocked over from Morgan over to their other, that's Ofaya. The center back didn't go up, or the right back. And gets tackled and ball frees up, and Lewis Brunt been racing. Slow down, sir. Tried to find Smith, couldn't do it, and it's collected and put back. And here comes Blackpool looking to maintain and push forward. Dobson challenging, Rodriguez pushing halfway line, and it's over to is that Ofaya again? Offia. Somebody tell me how to pronounce his name. A little bit more pace and pick a post. Pick a stick. Center backs are too good to just plop it in the middle and see what happens. There's a giveaway there, and then Sam Smith gives it away. They put it right at his feet, and he pushed it back to try and get it back to Rathbone and missed. Even on points with Wycombe in the live standings. Long ball, dangerous into the area. Scar knocks it. Shoulder charge, barges him out of the way. Ball rolls past, and Ogonko was going to collect it. I'm not going to have a voice. Problem is when I'm nervous, I talk more. And I talk off fire. All right. I was saying off, yeah. Off fire. And we're going to win the league. Ole, ole, ole. Noise advantage clearly to Wrexham. Off fire. Throws it in. Evans recollects it, pushes it back, and then Blackpool's 25 yards away from goal and looking to build it up. Speaking of interventions, posted a great photo of the Turf Away group, and it is an epic collection of characters. I mean, friends this week. We'll have to have a look at it. I'm assuming that's in the Discord, which we'll have to grab and throw in. So if you're joining us, you can join that. If you're watching this and you're not in the chat, hit the subscribe button so you can have a chat with us. I tried off fire. No R. I'm trying the UK. I just don't have it in me. Water. Off fire. Off fire. What's his first name? Odell. I don't know what to do now. O squared with it. Odell Offa. Eyes are off screen a bit. Angle it up. I will angle it up. And poor Brendan's probably like, now I got to readjust it. I'll even lift the hat up there. Ogonko with it, back underway, 17 and a half minutes, and what has been not a lot of like scoring opportunities, but between the boxes, it's been a battle. Dobson, no fear, stills that, gets to James, then to Rathbone, then to Brunt, back to James, and no, giveaway, and Dobson sleeping, not looking, doing a gentle curl. This is a mistake, and do we have Matty James comes back and rescue it? Holy, just not paying attention. Ball gets passed back, and Dobson's going for a jog. He's not looking. Free kick to us. Ennis holding the back of his head. Lincoln up 2 on Bolton.
Yeah, is that the way you don't get a penalty by rolling around as if you got hurt even though you tackle late?
It's supposed to be you're off the pitch if you came up with a reason, if it stopped due to injury. Here, I don't know. He didn't blow it down because of the injury. He just added extra time. I think it's 30 seconds they're supposed to have. Posh up on Barnsley. Posh has found it of late. They're definitely out of it, sitting 16th. The first half of the season, just kicking them right in the teeth. Good. Pushing the back there, free kick. No, gives it the other way for the handball. That's the old trick where you think you're fouled, so you put your hand on the ball and you force the official to make a decision, and he gives it against us for handball on Rodriguez for hitting the ground on a push to the back. You have to know the official, and he doesn't like the fouls and the yellows. He's just give him the nickname Great Balls. Scar won a battle in the midfield, pushes it forward, but we lose control. And here's
what's that garbage? Come on. What are you doing? Get him off the pitch.
He's not on it today, is he?
There's no need of that. It's a blatant takedown in front of the ref.
Right hand on the right shoulder, left leg just tripped him wide over. We're doing well, John. Dobson's looking a little shaky, but right now it's been a box-to-box battle. I'd say we've been leading slightly. but it really doesn't amount for anything. Neither team has really had opportunities in the back. Dobson's had 2 mistakes, that tackle there, and then the little jog around where he wasn't watching the ball and it got passed to him and gave them a scoring opportunity. Far post headed back in 9 yards away for Blackpool. But buckle up, John, because this has been a game where both teams are just swinging at each other. But right now it's been box to box only. Northern border. I'm nervous today. Hold me. Well, that was a horrible switch attempt by Blackpool, and it goes, what was that? 12, well, not yards, 12 feet above the man on the left wing on the attempted switch, and so we'll get a throw in 35 yards away from our goal. Knight to Queen 7. That's the move. Smith fighting with Baggett. And Baggett kicks it out, and we've got a throw.
Yeah. All thanks to Smith's pressure.
Crawley thumping Exeter 3-0. Desperately trying to get out of the relegation zone they are. Cleworth with the ball. Right foot searching, looking for Longman. Dobson gets up there and knocks it over to Longman. Longman takes it back to Cleworth. I don't like this Coulson guy. He's solid down that their left side, our right side. Brunt, nice pass to Rathbone. I thought he misstruck that, but it rolled over nicely. McLean with it. Rathbone comes back. No way forward with 2 people there for McLean, so we've got to do the switch on, and it's all the way back to Mr. Scar. Reset button. Brunt with it. Matty James, midfield. Over to Rathbone. He slaps it forward, and it's knocked out by a off. Great balls. Big balls? Great balls. That guy. 24. I haven't struggled with a name like this in forever. 39% possession. 59%. Was that a typo? Oh, 41% for us. Really? Doesn't feel like that. We've had 3 shots to theirs 0. Ogonkwo with it. Right footer through the left side of the pitch. Rathbone knocks it down. McLean gets it up to Dobson. Dobson searching. Finds Sam Smith. Sam Smith leaves it for McLean into the middle of the area. Right foot. Come on, bring it. Right foot. Oh, my word. Great save. No. It was a breakaway. 10 yards, carries it in, has the net wide open, no defender around, and he goes to the left side, the right side of the keeper, who dives over and finds it. Oh, no. James McLean. Running down the wing. Oh.
He didn't even need that extra touch. He just could have.
Scored on the corner. Make us forget about it. Scar back in. Headed up over. Oh, almost an own goal as it was up in the air on the... Tyre comes out and collects it. That was a spectacular save. God damn it. Did I tell you to buckle up for this one? Oh, I'm trying to think of a... Igor, how are you? Welcome, Brazil. Why are the Wrexham fans going nuts? I missed why the Wrexham fans are going nuts. Northampton slapping Shrewsbury around, but they're done anyway. Nice long ball, Blackpool, 3 players around, but Brunt comes up with it. Scar is going to settle it down, get it back to Ogonko, and he's going to right-foot it long. Headed back. Did he miss that? There, Fletcher. There's 2 Fletchers, by the way. They've got a Fletcher who's on the pitch. Their leading scorer. Is it Ashley? Sorry. I think it's Ashley. Ashley Fletcher, English footballer.
Yeah. Do we not say anything? I mean, maybe they saw the Charlton up 2-0 on Wycombe.
I don't know. If we could, we got to take care of our business. I want that. But I would also be very, very happy if Huddersfield decided to find a way to play. And Longman, nice little ball over the top, and he's going to get it down the right-hand side. And he's got Baggett instead of the regular person. He gets it past the corner. Smith was after it with the header and couldn't get there. Free kick. Silvera with the flop doesn't get a card for it. Longman looking for Sam Smith, but Casey was there to get it away. Baggett had to come out because Coulson was away, and Coulson's been able to control most of the stuff down our right side so far. Oh, nice little pass forward, and is that Ennis? Ennis towards the goal line, cut back pass, but Dobson's there, and he's going to clear it over. Well done to settle it down, too, and find Rathbone. He goes to try to advance it, smashes it off of Great Ball's face.
Just sounds inappropriate.
Sounds inappropriate. That's probably why I'm going to stick with it. My apologies to Odell.
Is he sweaty?
Off fire, but I don't want to struggle with his name the whole game. Water break? Injury. Tyrer down, clutching his right calf.
Is he sweaty or is he
right shin?
Is he hairy?
I don't know.
Is he big?
Richard O'Donnell, the backup. Richard O'Donnell, 36, is the backup if he has to come in. It doesn't look like it's that serious. O'Donnell's played 6 games, 6 starts this season. I'll will it in. When a guy makes a save like that, we'll hope he can continue. Sorry, don't like injuries, but shouldn't cheer for them. But if we're going to have one, we bring in the guy who hasn't played since November 23rd. Lincoln up 2-1. The goalkeeper is vertical again. For Dave's Ids in the chat, is that a record? We're going to have to keep a Dave counter. Nice throw and good take by Rodriguez to keep it underfoot. Rathbone switch over to Longman, who's in towards the middle of the pitch, but doesn't really control it. Now he's got to collect and go forward. Dobson's with him as an outlet. Goes back to Cleworth as the outlet. Dobson looking for Longman. Can't find him. Cleworth. And the switch is on. The right side has been tough. Oh, that miss by McLean. God. That one kicks me in the feels. John says the same thing. That Macca shot was disappointing. Likes, people. Show that you care. That's me trying to be pretty. 2-0 Charlton is good, but no more. We don't want Charlton to close the gap on goal differential, but we want them to take their 3 points and get out of Wycombe with a loss. We can take Huddersfield beating Stockport, take 3 points. And if we can get 3 points and Wycombe takes a loss, we're into clinch territory for the game against Charlton. We beat Charlton and Wycombe draw, and we'd be ahead. So the window keeps opening and closing, and the opportunities. Nice pass.
That wasn't a miss by him. That was a good play by the keeper to be out that far.
He saw it, knew that the gap was closing, came out and challenged. He was 4 feet away by the time it was there. Somebody had to be screaming, chip, 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 chip. Oh. Keep it coming. Just keep running it. Hit the reset button and just throw it at them nonstop. You got to feel good about yourselves. You've been taking it to them. Team with one of the most shots per 90 of any team in the league. No foul on that on Longman. I thought there was enough grabbing, but Longman beats 2. Keep going, sir. Cross, far post, too far for McLean. He cuts it back. Oh, not the best delivery from Longman there after he had lots of space after doing epic work splitting through 2 people. Oh. I don't know what to do. Like, I am pulsing. I'm pulsing. Is it starting to click? Oh, it has cluck, Michael. It has cluck. Over the back, no call. Playing advantage. Sam Smith gets it over. Dobson. Oh, another save to the right. Okay, no more going to the left because this Tyrer kid diving to the right-hand side has made 2 great saves. One on McLean, one on Dobson. Smith, Dobson, right. I guess he probably had nowhere else to go, to be fair. Baggett standing right in front of him, taking away the right side of the net. He had to go left. Deandra, it has clucked, has me wheezing. Happy Easter. The click has clucked. La, la, la. Cleworth with it down the right-hand side. Finds Dobson. Man on. Be attentive. There you go. A little bit of wakey from him. Gets it back to Cleworth, and he bangs it off, and we'll get a throw in. I was uncertain, David, till I saw him live, actually. That Bolton game changed me in many ways. I was going to say something inappropriate. Oh, Gonko, I don't know what that was all about. Feel a little bit of panic, I guess, so he just popped it out, and it's going to be a throw-in. Oh, man. Things are chugging in the right direction, says Bryn. Just keep pressing. Fortunately, the giveaway, we're going to get great balls, not throwing in a great ball. Instead, is this going to be a long ball from Evans, the midfielder? Lining up for a long throw anyway. Long throw, near post, 6 yards. Ogonko collects. Thank you, sir. Oh, and then he mishit that one. Looking for a call. I don't think he got hit by the defender who was nearby. But Matty James trying to get it, and wow, that's a soft one. Matty James, that's the most wired I've seen him, got up and having words with Mr. Drysdale. I get irritated when Arthur kicks the ball out of bounds. You and Brendan both. So this is 40 yards out. Just going to get stabbed over to the guy I don't like on their team because he's good. Coulson, who puts it far post, and it's up and it's over top of the bar on that shot attempt, and it's going to go for a corner. Says it was deflected. Blackpool going to get a corner from the left-hand side.
So, I mean, Arthur's only kicked it, like 3 times or maybe 4, but twice out of bounds.
Twice they've gone out. Corner from the right of Arthur. Blackpool's left. I can't tell if it's an in-swinger because I can't see the player. No out-swinger, and here it comes. Far post. Dangerous, but bounces around and finally cleared, but it's collected and put back into the area. Get up there, Arthur. Oh, headed away by us, but they've collected it. Right footer! Just over top. Going for a corner? I didn't think he got to it. Did Arthur get to that? Just a touch over top. If it was a touch, then that meant it was on target because and it ends up being a great save, but I thought that looked like it just went straight up. Away swinger, stabbed up by Longman, headed away by Rodriguez. He gets undercut. This half volley doesn't work. It's flicked over top, and Ogonkwo comes and collects it. Smith on the chase. Oh, Afaya just ended up knocking that one down. It was there for Smith. If it would have landed, that would have been a glorious forward by Ogonkwo. But instead, it's Baggett to Colson. Back. Oh, that's not Baggett. He looks like Baggett, but that's Morgan. Okay, note to self. Baggett and Morgan have the same haircut. Afaya collects it again. The shade. Was a glorious ball forward, to be completely fair. I need Xanax or less caffeine today. Usually I need it to wire me up. I only needed like 2 minutes of this game, and it's already hard as racing, and things are shaking, and I'm all twitchy, and it's going to be a throw-in from 6 yards away, 7 yards away. Oh, he sends him back to 18 yards away. Come on. Longman with another steal, and he just thumps it down. We're going to all reset ourselves in our shape. But here's Blackpool with it. Afaya. Forward to Evans. Evans, he's found Morgan. Back to Afaya, and they'll reset. Right foot looking for a long ball through the middle of the pitch. Ennis is over there to chase it. Scar, fight, kick it away. Well done, sir. Put it back in his area. Fight, kick it away. Rathbone comes and helps him out. McLean a little heavy, missed Rodriguez. He could have settled that one down, but instead it's over to Evans. Evans on the right side. Gets it up over top of McLean in a way that comes Blackpool. 9 yards cross. That's a bad cross. Go all the way out. Oh, Colson. I thought Colson did enough to get the corner there. It is a corner. Colson just schooled Cleworth. Wow. Ball over in the corner, and he's able to not only save it right on the line, but immediately turn and smash it off of Max, and they're going to get a corner out of nothing. This is that hard work stuff that I don't like this. The football gods tend to reward this sort of bullshit. Left-footed outswinger from the left-hand side. No complaints about the ref today so far. Long may that continue. Apter going to serve this one up. It's in. It's towards the area. Near post, headed away cleanly, but there's a right footer, and it's put up 12 rows up. That's hyperbole. That's only 6 rows up.
That's why he's a defender.
Midfielder, to be fair, Morgan. But yeah, not the guy taking shots. The nice thing is Morgan and Evans, I'm almost through the full half, and they're 2 players at center their midfield. I haven't really said their names at all. And I guess
Did you have to say that? Did you have
Sorry?
Did you have to say that?
Yes. Free kick for us. Rathbone will step up to this one 37 yards away from the goal, but we're moving numbers forward. Oh, shush, Bryn. Don't make me angry. If they lose, we'll be 2 up. If we win, we'll be 3 up as it sits right now. No, we'll be 2 up if we win. I missed that. Longman puts it back in. Are we onside? Doesn't matter. Tyler comes and collects it, and he's going to get it back underway. Fletcher. That's another name I haven't said. Their other striker. Oh, Fletcher with it now. Their Fletcher. Ashley Fletcher draws it back, and they'll get a throw in 18-yard box. Monterey. Welcome, Dave. That makes it 5 Daves into the chat. Add another to the counter. It should just be all the Daves talking to each other. Throw in Blackpool, get it under control, draw it all the way back. Baggett moves it over to Offaya, who's going to push it forward across the halfway line, scooped up in the air. Blackpool starting to find their footing a little bit more. Unfortunate. Coulson. And then a bad pass to him, and that's just a giveaway. Oh, no, it's not. Silvera runs back and keeps that from rolling out as there was a bad pass through the midfield. And it's Blackpool continuing to somebody loud screaming. Mark talking about that one. Quiz question: when did we last score a goal from outside the box? McLean into a battle there with Apter, and I don't know if he heard him and didn't know he was there. Is Apter a ninja? Because it almost was like McLean didn't know that he had Apter in his back pocket. So when Apter knocks it forward, McLean realizes, oh God, I got somebody here. They get into a little bit of a joust with the ball, and it bounces off Apter, and we'll take a throw in 18 yards away from our goal line. Might be.
Yeah, I would have guessed Dobson too.
That's a good shout. That probably would have been mine. Ashley Fletcher goes down with a flop. That's that same thing that happened to Rodriguez when he put his hand on the ball, and he's just not giving those shoulder barges. He's allowing people to push through the back. Can't go through the back, but the pushes are permitted. Ogonko collects it, and let's go here. Northampton up 2-0 on Shrewsbury. We've got 3 minutes here plus added time. We've got possession. Let's do a thing here. End of the half. Let's do a thing. Scar searching. Long ball. Headed away by Alfaya. Blackpool going to maintain possession through the halfway line. Is Brunt going to be able to go and get that? He did, but it deflected loose. Looking for a handball shout. And it's given. Ennis with a little bit of a touch. Brum up on Burton. Burton desperate to try and stay out of the relegation zone. They've gone 44 points. $43 on the live, sorry. 43 points on the live. Lots of Daves, no Bobs. Anybody with the last name Hunt?
Michael, yes.
No, not. Or even, I don't even think they'll waste time if they're even. They need the 3 points. They're sitting at 10th, and they're looking up at Reading, who's leading right now. And so they're 8 points back with a game in hand. Rizky, you rub whatever totem you want to rub. You smudge whatever you want to smudge. You pull out whatever voodoo doll you want to pull out. Do your damnedest. There is no shame in whatever tricks you can. Whoa, Rathbone cutting through the middle in no space, gets stabbed out and rewarded with a throw-in. Ollie Rathbone with a wry little smile after that. Come on, Wrexham. Come on, Wrexham. I want Derby to stay up. Probably not the most popular shout, but I like their fans. Brunt, nice little dance around. See what happens when you take some time, a little bit still with the feet there, Mr. Brunt. All works well. I'm with you, Jay Real, but these two games aren't easy, and there's going to be drop points all over the place. 4-on-2, 3-on-2, hurry on back, gets around Scar, knocked away from him. Well done. So he'll go for a corner, and you know what? I will take that. Stabbed it away. We're coming up to the 45th minute. We'll see how much extra time is there. The right call is. Otherwise, he would have left Apter to be able to run in and curl in with an extra. So set everything up. In swinger coming, or sorry, right-footed out swinger coming from the right-hand side. Out swinger, and here it is. Headed up towards and just goes over. Ogonko was there, but doesn't touch the ball. We're all okay. 2 minutes. Oh, Kevin, it has the same meaning everywhere, but I did add the word totem. So unless you call it totem, I know it rhymes with scrotum, but we were talking about two different things. That's the Mullen good luck move. Have you tapped your junk today? If not, halftime. Everybody step away from the computer. Do your damnedest. Baggett is an unfortunate name for UK football. Indonesian. Yes, and the friendly reminder, Welsh Cup next Sunday. And a good shout to the under-19 Wrexham women who lost in pens in the final for the Adran U19 to Cardiff City. So in the battle. Things are going well for the women. Just a bad start to the season kind of ruined and took the thunder out of everything. Oh, we are all very scientific here. Make sure you strap on a toque, which also has a different connotation. In the middle of summer, if the young lads are talking about, did you wear your toque? They're not talking about the bobble hat. Coulson. Rathbone stabs it off of him. Oh, that was a throw, and I thought it went straight out, but they're giving us the throw off of Coulson. Well done by Ollie Rathbone. W&G, thank you for the score updates. Repeatedly, Barnsley over Peterborough as he's soaking this one in. Halftime. Breathe. We're at halftime. Brendan, talk to me about that one.
Yeah, that's tough considering how much of a gift that McLean one was, and he just couldn't knock it home. That's painful. We should be sitting here 1-0 right now.
That one's going to be making the documentary either to build up the drama towards the promotion or as an explanation of the fall. I think I see Jason. Oh, just quickly, what time was that in the halftime? I'll have to go back after the game and see if that was him. I don't know what fit he's wearing for today's kit. Should we do the stats? And then I'm probably going to have to run here for 7 minutes.
Yeah, sure. Give me one moment to get the stats up.
I'll leave the table to you, but let's just walk through the stats here. Fortunately, they got the colors right, did Fought Mob, so they make it easier. WG, now all the Wrexham goals will have to head in my direction. I hope you bring a lot of suck, W&G. Suck all of the balls. No, that sounded horrible. Bring it your way. Airplane control, whatever you need to do. The stats up, I'll shut up.
Yes, they are.
Something I wanted to say to W&G. 54%, 46% on the possession for Blackpool. That's actually better than I expected. I expected Blackpool, who typically has more possession, to lead us probably with a 60-40 split. I'll take that. Expected goals, 73-22. Oh, my God. 6 shots, 4 on target, 2 big chances missed. Smash your head on a desk. If they're not sitting in the room slapping each other in the junk during the halftime show, if the Indonesian suffers a foot injury, is that officially a Krakatoa? David Wood with the gem. Accurate passes as expected. They lead in that regard. Fouls committed. Corners, they've had 5 to our 3. The stat that matters, touches in the opposition box, 11-6. So we can do a little bit better there. That is surprising me to look at that and see it. The passing, I mean, 82% to 73%. This is exactly as if you would have told me at the half that this is where we were at, I'd be like, both teams are in it then. Both teams are in it. we should have probably put them to the sword, at least one out of those two. I'm surprised the XG is only at 0.73, given those two big chances. But we'll take it. I'm going to leave that for you, and I will be back as quickly as I possibly can.
Alrighty.
All right.
I will go back to the table. I just had the players up with Longman, Scar, Brunt, and Ogonkwo, then Rathbone as Wrexham's top players at the moment. I will go back to the table. As you can see, the all-important Wycombe Charlton game, 0-2 to Charlton, giving us every opportunity here. That drags us back within 3 points goal difference-wise. So a goal, obviously a 1-goal win here would get that even closer. Ideally, if we could put 2 on the board, that would make these last 2 games quite interesting. It also looks like it's setting up to be a really important, huge game in Wrexham against Charlton. So looking at that, looking ahead, I'm watching a little bit of the highlights here too. Got to focus here if I got to focus. So Birmingham, irrelevant. You know, they with the win today, they'd go to 99 points. They're up 2-0. Stockport is 0-0 at the moment. Just watching the McLean highlight there. And Leyton Orient is down a goal. Reading up a goal. So that has Reading right now in 6th at 72 points. And then we got 69 for Leyton Orient. Bolton, who now's drawn back. They were down in that game. Now they're even. 2 more obviously would get them up to 69, same as Leyton if Leyton loses here. So yeah, I'm secretly kind of rooting for Reading to get that 6th spot for their fans. What else? Down the bottom of the table, Burton Albion, Bristol Rovers, both losing. Not what you want with 2.5 games to go, and you're battling. You're tied for that last relegation spot. Cambridge surprisingly winning, making it interesting in the last couple of games, and Crawley waking up out of nowhere and putting up 3 goals. Both of them showing life as if they could just rush up there and get out of relegation. So at least gives their fans momentary hope. I have not been looking at chat. Let me see what's going on while I look at Twitter, see if anything good's posted. Couple of pictures there, nothing major. Trippy feet. We did not talk about Wrexham going to Australia in the summer yet. We do know it to be the 3rd biggest fan base. So it's good that they're showing the Australian fans some love, respect to them. I'm guessing also there was probably a little complexity with going over to the U.S. too, with the World Cup coming up. So that's interesting. What else do we got? Just reading, trying to catch up. Is it Toque time, Steve? Not yet. Not yet. We're going to hold off on the Toques. Just a little bit. What do you guys think? Do we get any halftime subs? How quickly does Lee come in for Dobson? I'm thinking that has to happen soon. Who else? I thought McLean's doing really well on his side, but I mean, the highest fought mob rating is Longman. He's playing also very well on the other side. Rodriguez, I don't know. I mean, I don't think he's looked tremendously good. He had that shot coming in on the keep. The keep came out. Would have been difficult for him to score that. So I don't really fault him as saying he's played bad there, but there were several other plays where he allowed himself to get offside, kind of stopped the momentum of a rush. So yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Marriott come on or Fletch come on early, but I would guess they wait till at least the 65th minute on those guys. Who can score a goal? Yeah. For Wrexham, everyone's been struggling last few games. So Smith's working his butt off, and he's looking really good out there. What else do we have? Do you have any other pictures? They have McElhaney going around in the crowd saying hi to everyone. Yeah, we got to get Fletch on.
All right. I had a thought.
Uh-oh.
While I was outside. We're going to have to beat Charlton anyways, right? And so right now, I'm just going to hit the refresh button because I think they keep the goal differential updated on the standings. We're now 3 behind on the goal differential. If we win today, we're going to close that gap down to 2.
Yeah.
Do we want Charlton to get to 4? Because if they get to 4, they're going to be on 24 for a goal differential. We'll be at 28 with the win. So still not an issue. Might even be able to argue with me that they should go up 5-0. But score as many as they want, I think, because you're going to pull Wycombe back and potentially turn that tiebreaker into our favor. And all of the benefits from that. So I am all for them advancing forward.
I agree with you.
More goals so that we can get the win today. Come hell or high water, get the win today. That's the priority. 1 goal, 2 goals, I don't care. But I think Wycombe losing by as many as possible. I said 2-0. I think that was a mistake. The other thing that was interesting to me, and the games to keep track of. I mean, Leyton Orient, even though they're losing, they're behind. They're going to be in it for the playoffs battle anyway. They're 3 points back and going to be trying to scramble to get back into 6 where they were fighting with Reading. But you've got a big. It's important to see whether Lincoln can stay in, because Lincoln, we've got them for the last game. We want them to lose. They're drawing. They've dropped. They're at 59 points. If that's the case, they'll have 2 games left after this. Only 6 points. They're going to be mathematically eliminated for that game. So they're playing for nothing. I guess they kind of were beforehand. But Leyton Orient definitely in it. Why are they important? Because that's the next opponent for Wycombe. So hungry Leyton Orient surviving. We're good there. We've got a team who's not playing for anything in Lincoln in the last game of the season. Things are starting to look good, but we've got to take the 3 points. We've got to take the 3 points. So John says, agree with you. Okay, so Sean with the calculus. I was outside going through all the permutations. I was like, wait, we're only at a 3 goal differential. And I said at the start of this thing, there's no way we're making up 5. Well, there's a mechanism for it. We win. Charlton smashes the hell out of Wrexham. Yes, they're only 2 points behind us. Or if we win, we're going to be 4 points ahead of them, 86 points to 82. Let's do it. Let's get it done, and have Charlton blitz Wycombe and give them no confidence going forward. And then the obligation is on us to go and win. I will get the toques ready. I feel like this one's been the difference maker. The old standby, not the new model. Ken says to me, the big difference today is simply the way the team is playing, like they're trying to score goals. This 0-0 feels completely different than the Wigan 0-0. I mean, the outcome is going to be the same. If we don't win, it looks like, yes, if the match against Charlton next weekend becomes even more important, right? And if we don't win, we're only 2 points ahead of them. We're tied with Wycombe unless Charlton scores 4 more. If they go 4 more, they'd be even with us, and Wycombe would be below us. So we would be in second, tied with Charlton, and goals for would be the next tiebreaker, which they would have the advantage on. So not 4 more. We want 2 to 3 more. Deandra's got the toque hat and scrunchie at the ready. That's it. We take care of our own business, and a win here puts more control in our hands. And then we have to do the job against Charlton. But we will have a clinch scenario. If we win here, win against Charlton, it's all over, and there will be a big mob and a big party. Remember next weekend too, and I'll bring this up just so that I have all of the details in front of me, but we're back for the whole run of it. All 3 games. It's going to start early in the morning with a match between Wycombe and Leyton Orient starting 4:30 my time, 12:30 in Wales. That would be 7:30 out on the East Coast. We're going to follow that up by watching Stockport and Lincoln City. Lincoln City going to Stockport. That's at the traditional 7 o'clock in the morning my time, 10 o'clock out on the East Coast, 3 p.m. in the UK. And then we'll be there for the mid-evening battle, 9:30 a.m. My time. So that's 12:30 out on the East Coast, 5:30 out in the UK, back to back to back. And by the time we get to that Wrexham Charlton game, we will still need to have a draw, to be fair, if Wycombe loses this one in the Leyton Orient match. But we could be into clinch territory. We could be definitely into it. There's Jason. There's a picture from the crowd. W&G's got the view from Bloomfield Road Stadium. Lots of photos out there. If you get the chance to go to them, the most recent one just went up there. Sitting right across from the halfway line below the cap, so impossible to see. But we'll keep an eye out for you if we get a chance. Blackpool standing above the ball. We're back underway. Second half upcoming. Let's go. Do I bother with the refresh button? You'll have to tell me how far behind I am from everybody else. Wrexham from right to left on your computer monitor. We're underway. Wrexham going right to left. Blackpool left to right. Oh, get it done this half, lads. Get it done this half. Evans, after, I don't know what the foul was for, but in any event, they're back underway. Evans slides it over. A foul. Stolen. Matty James has it. Rathbone, McLean on the left-hand side. Give it to him. Left-hand side, Matty James, Ofaya with him. It's into the area. It's loose. It's bouncing around. Headed away and clear.
That guy swung and hit Rodriguez in the face and then dove to the ground, and the ref gave that.
Dove into Rodriguez's arm, and he gets the foul for it. Oh, come on here. Get her going, eh? And the other danger, I went out, come back in, and my kid's got a Sharpie in his hand. I don't know where he got a Sharpie from. Not the thing you want a 3-year-old to have in his hand. So that's a win today. I'm looking for 2 wins. Rathbone, away. We got McLean behind him. Is he going to draw it back, or is he going to go attack? There's lots of orange jerseys in the box, but nobody takes him, and Rathbone thought McLean was going to run it forward, and he didn't, and so that was a miscommunication.
Yeah, I don't know how he could run that forward. He would have been off sides to get around the guy before the kick, you know?
Well, unless he's Superman, he could have got there with pace. Maybe 22-year-old James could have done it. I don't know where to put this. I'm going to forget it wherever I put it. We're back underway. Blackpool sniffing around. Evans into the area. Knocked down. Free kick. Scar went down. Fletcher gave him a push. Keep up the pressure. Keep up the build. It will come. It will come. Get him racing. Score one and have him open it wide up. Cleworth with it. Long ball through the middle of the pitch. I don't know where that was really going. It was heavy, and so it was just cleared away, headed away, and it's going to be collected there by Coulson. Coulson slaps it forward into the middle of the pitch, and it's there for Ennis to collect for Blackpool. And Scar gets into him, interferes with it, and Rathbone to James, puts it forward. Going to be Longman, 18 yards out. Slides it back. Dobson, cross? No, it doesn't. That wasn't Longman up there. That was Sam Smith before. This is Longman. Dobson, cross, far post. McLean headed and missed it over top. Another glorious opportunity for Mr. McLean. I just want one to go into the net. He had that corner pegged, but too much thump on the noggin. Oh. Saw that shot coming from McLean wide and open, said W&G. Will one in for us, W&G? Will it? Come on, lads. Rathbone with it. Scooping it up for Smith to go and chase. Baggett collects it instead. Gets it to Coulson. Coulson lifts it up over the halfway line. Fletcher. Ashley Fletcher. But he loses it. Rathbone searching for Smith. Baggett knocks it to his keeper, and Tyrer has it again. Kim just says, a Wycombe player just kicked the ball over the end stand, missed the net by about 30 feet over. Not their day. So there is somebody with worse touch than McLean today. I'm taking the piss out of him.
Maybe third time's a charm.
Goes back, keeps it, and it's stabbed out. And well done, Matty James, for eking out an extra possession on a bit of a scramble play as Apter just knocks it out. Lack of conversation could be our downfall. Well, then get chatting. If it's pace of chat, you guys can fire it up. Don't spam. It's just going to be like... McLean's moved the ball about 8 yards forward. Another yard. Throws it in down the line, tries to find it and can't get it, and gives it to a Blackpool player, but they give it back, and Brunt's going to slap it, and I don't know where that was going. Lewis just seems to be racing a little bit today, doesn't he? Just heavy touches, a little bit panicky. They just show the Scottish Viking Jesus. Arms around, crossed in front of him, ready for an appearance. 15 minutes away. Smith ninjas that one back while he's grabbed to Rathbone. Rathbone stabs it away from Ofaya, finds McLean. McLean serve one up. You can't get the goal, so get the assist. Over to Rathbone. Far post. Misses everything, does Rathbone on the cross.
What do you have for a clock?
Fletcher, Marriott, Barney, all at the 65th minute. You're saying don't mess around? The thing is we've been so successful. Oof. Tom might come on, but the problem is I just don't like his passing much more than I like Lewis Brunt's. So recently. But we do have to go after it. So does Blackpool, to be fair. Like, they're going to be throwing the kitchen sink at it. It's going to open up. There's still goals in this thing.
What do you have for the clock, Sean?
Everybody with a shout, but Blackpool's advancing it forward while they have the opportunity. Silvera over on 22 yards looking for options, spins it back. Switch is on. Swung over to Ofaya. Ofaya looking for a cross. Far post. Ogonkwo collects. Smith is trying to find him. Ogonkwo gets it up to him. Smith wins the battle with Baggett, and then Baggett stabs it away. Smith still working, tries to knock it down, but is collected by Evans. And Blackpool maintains control. I'm at 52 minutes and 10 seconds right now. Oh, Faya just gets around Rathbone. Rathbone still running. McLean goes and helps out and stabs it away, but it bangs out to the right-hand side. It's through, dangerous, across the face of goal. Well done, Mr. Scar. Hits the ground, gets the right foot out, deflects it away, and at least we get a reprieve on a dangerous opportunity. Fill the shape is now Blackpool coming. Spry, Colson gets it over. Silvera looking cross into the box. Headed away. Diving header there by Dan Scar. Earning that paycheck. Longman collects it. Dobson back to Longman. Right footer given away. Longman, well done with an assist, gets it up to Sam Smith, halfway line, finds Matty James, goes behind him though, and Matty James has to reset, and it's swung over to the left-hand side. Lewis Brunt got McLean in front of him, got everybody towards the middle. Matty James now switches on over to Cleworth. No, sorry, that was Dobson. Matty James. You don't feel heard. Did you say something?
I had asked the clock about 3 times.
Oh, did you? Yeah. I didn't hear you.
I know. That's what they would come say. That's what they were saying. It's like a marriage. I said, I don't feel heard.
I'm sorry. I still love you. I swear. Longman over to. Oh, did that go for a corner? So playing advantage, a yellow card coming for a challenge on Cleworth. And then Ofaya mishandles that clearance attempt. And instead of getting it out for a throw, he pumps it back for a corner. So I didn't see the challenge on Cleworth. I don't know if you did, Brendan, but Matty James left right-footed in swinger from the left side.
Here we go.
Love these. When people make mistakes, football gods do a thing, punish them. Whoa, that's horrible. Only one person back there, so odd to go that heavy, but Rathbone sneaks it back in, and Smith pops it up looking for either Rodriguez or Cleworth to get there, but a little too high, and Tyrer comes out and collects it, and the flag's up anyways. If you breathe in Max's airspace, it's a criminal offense. When your work hobby tunes you right the F out. I'm sorry. James up to Smith. Well done. Holds it up. Rodriguez gets it, and then Rodriguez with a heavy touch to James gives it away. Come on. All that work, Rathbone forces a pass back to the keeper, and it's thumped in the air. Brunt is there. He's pushing it forward, trying to get it to a little heavy on the shoulder barge there. Or was that an offside flag? Flag was up. Odd. I didn't see an offside there. That's on me. Blackpool with the ball, 55 minutes, 55 seconds, coming up to 60 minutes right now. 0-0 is a waste of space at this stage. Sun making an appearance, headed into the box by Blackpool. 5 players collapsing. Rathbone knocks it to James, and James just gets it out. Smith not able to control, but his interference allows to go to Dobson. Dobson, not going to work. Up to Colson, kicked back to the keeper, and Tyrer has it. I'm with you, Ken. I'd do that, but we know what's coming. Ken saying make the sub now. Fletcher for Rodriguez. Get him to build up some lactic acid in those legs. Cardiff up on Oxford. W&G following the championship. Matty James, well done. Steals it, dives, gets it free, and then Rathbone just gives it away. Morgan. Holy, Hugh's into the... Are you okay, Hugh? Blackpool will probably score, and then we've had it. We're okay. We're okay. Ofaya.
Oh, I love that.
Going in, and you got a spoiler. Ofaya forward. Ennis back, right footer, lifted over top. I was hoping that wasn't a spoiler.
Morgan is awesome. He's my favorite Blackpool player. That's 2 field goals he's kicked for them.
Making me have a heart attack here. Hugh, you're killing me, man. You're killing me. Ennis had it, drew it back, and it was right there, served up for Morgan, and he lifts it. Kim says Blackpool should have scored there. Smith over to Longman, right-hand side. Waits for support to come. He's going to take it over to the 20 yards, edge of the box, towards the goal. Coulson, he's just solid.
Yeah, but see how long it took for us to get anyone in the box? I mean, that was ridiculous. Longman couldn't cross it. He's waiting a day out there.
Corner? Everybody thought it was a goal kick. Whoa, Charlton up 3-0. Come on now. Out of town is helping us out here. We take care of our destiny. Right on here. Manny James serves something up. I think this was a mistake on the call, by the way.
This will go in. That'll make it, like Hollywood paid for it.
We bought the league. This is us paying the lino at halftime.
Yeah.
Right? That's going to be the scream and the yell. Because this is a free corner. James McLean's going to take it. Left-footed in-swinger from the right-hand side. I want the drama. Give it to me. James McLean, left foot, close, swung, punched away by Tyre. Comes down, Rathbone heads it back into the area. Headed out by Baggett. Rathbone puts it back in. Headed on! Tyre collects it. Wycombe are determined to Wrexham this up. It's crazy, right? Somebody kicked their keeper. Elbows up. Dan Scar stabs it away, puts it up to Rodriguez, collects nicely, goes to Dobson to Rathbone, left-hand side, nothing there, so he spins it back. Dobson, space in the middle of the pitch. Keep going. Puts it forward, tried to find Rodriguez, passed it and make it through. It comes back to Brunt. Brunt over to Cleworth, switch over to the right-hand side. Cleworth pushes it forward. Nice ball. Can he get there? Right. Another corner. Another corner. Oh, Deandra scores again. Stupid forking. I swear I haven't given you extra rights, but it's working. We're the Renewa Army. James McLean, left-footed in-swinger from the right-hand side. Corners and pressure abounds. It's in. And it's well headed by Baggett as it was going to go right to, who was that? Dan Scar up there? And it's swung. Nice pass, curling pass. Over to James McLean over on the right-hand side. He's going to his left foot, drawn in. Scores! Scores! Sam Smith! You gorgeous. Oh, was that James McLean?
Yes, it was.
I don't even know what happened except it went into the back of the net on the right-hand side. We're up 1-0. You gorgeous James McLean. Mwah! Love you. Did that go straight in, or did that Smith get to that?
Straight in, I think.
No, it was that pass by Rathbone over to the right-hand side, curling around the defender to McLean, who grabs it and steps forward and comes in. Loud noises. Make loud noises. Charlton goes 4-0 up. What is happening? Make it all a magic day. What happens here? McLean goes out just right on the corner from the 18-yard box. And I thought Smith deflected that. Smith is acting like he deflected it. And McLean's running. I don't care. I really don't care. Whew. Who's knocking at my door? If you didn't hear that, a 5-year-old just knocked and came in and said, "Could you please quiet down? We're trying to have a quiet meal." That score. Put it up if you haven't already, Brendan. Whoo, baby. Tim Schulte, I literally just subscribed and started watching in goal. Tim,
thank you, Tim.
I love you. Don't ever leave us. Oh, my word. 1-0 us. Put it up. Second place as it sits on the standing. An opportunity if we can hold this and everything sits. We have a chance to talk about clinching at home. I know you're not supposed to talk about that stuff, but I don't believe in it. I don't believe in it. As Blackpool comes forward. Yeah. Oh, Rathbone, great tackle. Settles it down, tries to spin it back. Not the best back pass, and Dobson has to do some work, so he does. Gets it over to Longman. Yes, now we score 4 more. Holy jay. Yeah.
Yeah, tied with goal difference where the guy's pointing out because that's a 5-goal swing.
I am sweating. Tim Took Schulte. He's from Utah, and now he's got to, if he doesn't know what a toque is.
Tim the Took, yes, that's awesome.
You don't have one. I'm sure you do in Utah. That's our good luck charm, and so we assume that you've got a plethora. Love you, Tim Schulte. Knocked back. Robson scores! Ollie Rathbone! Make it 2! Make it 2! Make it 2! What's happening?
It's raining!
Limbs everywhere. Another one. Finish him. Tim Schulte, we need to know your entire backstory. Because your appearance has brought magic and glory and love to a game that was frustrating. Oh, leave the toque off. Oh, get it done. I said before we're not making 5 up, so we make 5 up. Thank you, Charlton. Oh, my word. Amos got bit by the Caps. We're going to go for 7. Run it. Put him in a body bag. I love it, Rathbone. So that's Longman grabs it. 18-yard box, drives it forward, swings it in front. It's touched just by Rodriguez, who stabs it to Rathbone, who right foots it into the left-hand side. Holy crap. We are up on goal difference. We are in second place. We are 2 points ahead of Wycombe. We are 4 points ahead of Charlton. We have opportunity. Run this thing. Run this thing. I want a stadium invasion next Saturday. Come hell or high water. Get it done. This is real. This is real. And Blackpool's got to keep coming. They have to keep coming. So there's more goals here. Oh, my word. We are up 1 on goal difference. What? And the flying tackled by Rathbone. Whoever's knocking on the door, leave me alone to have my fun, please. I love you. Oh, Tim's in Utah has a bad MLS team. When did you find Wrexham? We all need to know. Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Tim's the man of the hour.
He is the man of the hour. We're all going to be singing. Do we have a song for Tim Schulte?
we need one. He got us 2 goals in the Charlton game and then 2 in the Wrexham game in a matter of minutes.
Yes, and only 2 games left in the season. Charlton's the big one. That one's on Saturday, next Saturday. Subs are coming in. Dave Foster with the donation. Thank you. Karen Green. Okay, so now Karen, you're not allowed to watch. I'm kidding. Pat's wondering how to keep working. I don't know. 66 minutes. I don't even want the clock to go. I want us to be able to keep scoring. Oh, Wycombe is down by 4. We're up 1 on the goal difference right now. We are up 1. And I said, we're not going to make it up the goal difference. So we got to beat them on points. Eat my toque, I will. I'm struggling.
Yep. Man of the match.
Rangers got a video call from the stands. People are crying in joy. I can hear them all singing in full voice. Kim, Charlton are horrible. All they do is put the ball in the net. They're on a run. Like this is like the next matchup. She's going to be a doozy. I don't want to look ahead when Blackpool's got the ball and looking to make a game of this as it's chipped up by Blackpool, but some guy named Max Kluworth heads that one away. It's back on a Blackpool hand, knocked down by Ashley Fletcher. He's going to get that up. But you go back through their record, they're going to win today. They beat Northampton 2-1. Oh, headed away. Dan Scard stuck with his man, but it's still in the area. Maybe I wait to start looking ahead until we end up at least clearing this one.
Tim just said we're going to the Premier League. Thanks, Tim. He's just making it all happen.
Yep. Tim, any chance that you accidentally smacked yourself in the groin today? Okonkwo with the easy take, and he's going to waste some time. Devotion. Rise into promotion. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous day. So let's go through Charlton, though, and how tough this game is going to be on Saturday in any event. They're up 4-0 on Wycombe. They're a solid squad. At home, they beat Northampton 2-1. They beat Cambridge 1-0. They drew Lincoln City 2-2. They beat Mansfield Town. They beat Huddersfield 4-0 since March 22nd. So that's 6 games that they haven't lost. They lost to Peterborough 3-0. And then you go before that, win, draw, win, and a loss to Birmingham. So, I mean, they're solid right now. So
Stockport losing. Not sure that helps us.
Up for a pitch invasion, and that's man, I'm here for it. Give it to me. Give it to me. Max Kluworth clears it up. Sam Smith. Oh. He has risen. David Woods risen. Oh, 70 minutes. No subs yet, but how do you sub when we're scoring like this? I don't actually know, Kim, to be completely fair. I don't think so. It's been Birmingham that's been at the top and us second for the longest period of time. Reading up 3-1. Blackpool eliminated from playoff contention. Tyrer. And to think, if not for Tyrer, this would be like a 4-0 scoreline. Matty James with a nice steel tackle, and it gets up to Brunt, who's all the way over, scoops it up to Smith, who leaves it. Rodriguez tried to volley that one and couldn't get his leg around it. Who scored the goals? I just got here. Who got the second one?
McLean and then Rathbone, right?
They gave it to Rathbone. So McLean on the 61st minute, Sam Smith didn't touch it. Long shot from the right-hand side, his opposite wing, because he'd just taken a corner. And then Rathbone got a pass from Rodriguez, a chest down in the box, and he right-footed that into the left side of the net. No, don't go. Nobody's allowed to go. If you're here for the Magic, you're not allowed to leave. Leave. Don't leave. I am in glitch mode. Deandra, we have clucked. The question was, have we clicked? We have definitely clucked. Oh. Okay, let's get back into this. After Blackpool's got the ball 18 yards away and a bad pass there, and they're fuming. Love it. Evans is yelling at Afia and says, I was giving you the ball. You didn't go forward. Whew. All good. All good. McLean and Rathbone with an extra little high five. Everybody's in good spirits. Feel the love. Keep this camera angle. I want to see if I can see Mr. Smith at the front, but we don't. The clucking has happened. The cluckage is here. With all due respect, I don't give a flying Deandra who scored. Giselle's going to refuse to work today. Oh, that's a foul, but Brunt's going to play. Advantage is being played. And I think that'll end the advantage. After with it, scoops it forward, headed away, right foot, volley can't get there, scooped in, Ennis in tight corners, Kluworth clears it, it's flipped up in the air, Scar heads it, and Okonkwo collects. RKO, it's a glorious day. Oh. See, the magic is I just have to wake up in a good mood, because I woke up in a crappy mood against Blackpool, or it's not Blackpool, against Bristol, and it cost us. My mood. Algonquin thumps it down, bag it, puts it forward, knocked over to the right-hand side. And it's a bad pass forward. And so Cleworth just sends it the other way. And can Smith get there? Only man in the corner, but he's all by himself over by the corner flag. See if he can eke something out. Smash it off the inside. Foul given. So we're going to have effectively a corner 1 yard away from the goal line. Get into it. Mr. Nicely, thank you so much. Shannon Cron just tuned in. She's happy. We're all happy. This is outstanding. As Stockport scores, somewhat unfortunate. But really, they're sitting at 78 points. Their maximum they can get if they added one is up. They're up to 79 now. That would put them at 85. We've pushed them out with our win unless they're able to get another. Oh, 2 yards away, I guess, from a corner, and it's going to be Matty James taking it with a right-footed outswinger. Jay Rodriguez's day is done in the 73rd minute, making way for the Scottish Viking Jesus. He hath risen. It looks a hell of a lot better now than it did at the start of the day, or I should say after Good Friday. Bad Friday. We had a bad Friday. We're having a good Monday. John with the call. Good shout. Both at the same time. Jinx. Here it is. Pulled short, lifted out, Longman. Going to serve it up, headed away. Was that Ennis who got all the way back there? Over to the left-hand side, McLean, Ofaya's marking him, 18 yards, dancing on Ofaya. Left, right, back to the right, drilled, long ball. It's there for us. Oh, Longman, short options. He could go for the shot on goal. He could try the cutback pass. I think he was confused, and he kind of went back with the pass on goal. I'm cheering for an American team to win the Stanley Cup. I'm a Canucks fan, and when they get eliminated, I just don't want a Canadian squad to win. Because then I'm just going to get chirped by somebody. So Carolina, that's who I'm cheering for. I know Logan Stankoven, and well, I know his family better, I guess. So Logan Stankoven, who got player of the game and 2 goals in yesterday's game. Carolina Hurricanes, traded from the Dallas Stars midseason. Blackpool with it, ekes it out, looking for a crossbar post, and Ogonko just jumps up and collects it and hits the deck. Oh, baby.
Yes! We scored!
Woo!
Oh my God!
Oh, you're one of those. 75th minute, ball hits the ground, rolls up over top and thumped forward by Morgan. It's up in the air across the halfway line. Longman puts it forward. It's up. Vance Smith battles, comes to bag it. He's going to clear it away. Scar heads it down, 2 men around him, so he just pumps it straight up into the air, and it's going to be collected, and Blackpool's going to have a possession here through Apter over to Ofaya on the right-hand side. Wrexham versus Leicester has an amazing ring to it. Don't it? Make it 3-0. I'm all for it. Apter had a wide-open channel. He gets it to Ofaya, and he bangs it off of McLean. It'll be a corner over from the right-hand side. Grass is cute. But have you seen 3-0? It's cuter. I do want Wrexham versus Leeds. I know it's not going to happen. But I do want Wrexham versus Leeds. Far post, headed down. Scar had his man all wrapped up. Casey, the veteran center back, couldn't fight over Scar. The Canadian teams aren't allowed to win the Stanley Cup. It's free. My 2 cents, and I don't like talking cup hockey during Rex Pie, well, but whatever. Canadian teams won't win until they get used to doing a full rebuild. The reason the American teams win the Stanley Cup so much is because the fans, the owners, are willing to drive their team into the mud, into the ground, do a proper rebuild where Canadian teams have to be competitive. So all we do is continue to sneak into the playoffs and then cross our fingers and hope that's the way to win it. Nobody could have called Winnipeg, but that would be a shocker and surprise. But we will see. Back to Wrexham. Reading goes up 4-1. one more goal. I would love another one. Is nice little pass by McLean. Gets it over to Sam Smith. Over to McLean. Fletcher, too heavy. Can't get over there. I'm just saying names randomly now. I'm just discombobulated. Longman, nice little steal, but he tried to hook it to Fletcher and couldn't get it there. Kluwerth intercepts. We're still forward and intercepting the ball, putting the pressure on. Fletcher back to James. Rathbone, he swirls around his man. Well done. Over to McLean on the left-hand side. Do a thing on a fire towards the goal. Cross. Not enough pace on it. It's just pumped forward by Casey. Rathbone steals it, right foot. Lifts it over top. After sleeping, they're screaming at each other. Blackpool is rattled. Oh, man. Was there a sound that needed a warning and incoming? Wow, I missed a lot. Can you recap the goals? I can. The first one was McLean, who was taking a corner, and then it didn't score, comes back and a worldly pass from Rathbone, curling around a defender, lands on him, he blasts it, and Sam Smith looks like he was going to touch it, but didn't, and it goes into the back of the net. That one right from the corner of the 18-yard box. The second goal was Rathbone. Goes into the area. Rodriguez chests it down to Rathbone from about 14 yards. Right footer puts it into the left side of the net. And we're up 2-0. Going to be a lot of pints consumed in Wrexham tonight and in Blackpool and around the world. 52% consumption in North America. I didn't see it, Ken. I've shaken it up. Oxford draws even with Cardiff. Right-footed in-swinging corner coming from Evans of Blackpool here. 79th minute, 11 minutes and plus to see this one home. It's near post and headed away. Well done. Was that Fletcher who got that or McLean? I couldn't tell. After, he's going to deliver it back in. It's heavy and Ogonko just collects it. Well, and it doesn't make sense to me, Kim, because they're one of the leading scoring teams in the league. Like they put the ball in the back of the net, and they do it not with efficiency as much as they do just shot after shot after shot after shot after shot. But not today. The defense has been there. Long may that continue. Longman on Bloxham. Bloxham did come in. And that's a foul on us, and so Smith a little over exuberant. And here come the substitutes for Blackpool. Fletcher is off. And so that's going to be Jake Beasley up front. And Ofaya. Interesting about Ofaya. I thought he'd been doing relatively well, but Gabriel comes up, changing their shape in the back. Three in the back, three up front. Is that what they're doing? We'll keep an eye out. Dances along the line. Blackpool's able to maintain control, and here comes Blackpool forward, 18 yards. Longman's guarding, comes forward. Slid over to the right-hand side. One of the subs, Gabriel, leaves it there. After, he's dancing around Rathbone. Rathbone, well done. Steps in front of him, takes the ball. It's collected by James. McLean has it, clears it forward. Easy as, scripted. Longman opened up. He's running across the halfway line, keeping the ball, gets it over to Kluwerth, and now we're going to reshape. No, we're not. Dobson's going to take a shot. Scottish Viking Jesus knocks it down. Sam Smith, edge of the area, lays it up, and ooh. He was thinking Matty James was going to be running forward. Matty James, I'm sorry, doesn't have that pace. Is Smith drunk? Speaking of consumption. Oh, man. 10 minutes. Hold. Gabriel leaves it to Evans. Right-hand side, 35 yards out. Evans kicks it back. Casey swings it over. Put back into the right-hand side. Misses that pass entirely. And McLean, oh no! Accidental boot to the head by Fletcher. Catches his man right in the chin. Casey's down. I think that's going to be a red. It was entirely accidental. He was going to play the ball, and Casey comes forward. He's tapped his ear. He's going to his ear. Evans is chatting onto him. I think it has to be a red. Casey's flat out. I think he's off. There's a chat going on anyways. I'm trying to read. It doesn't look like there's been a decision made yet. It's a yellow. Whoo! Showing the replay. So it's a long ball over top, but it's a left foot. It's not the right foot swinging over. He just hangs the left to try to knock it down, and I think that's probably important. Because he had the boot up, but it wasn't swinging. He put it up. It's a yellow. If that would have been the other foot, I think it could have been something different because that's momentum towards the player. But he's trying to play the ball. He's left his foot up there to get to it. And damn you, Casey, why do you have to smash your face off of our player's boot, right?
He better not have scuffed up Fletcher's shoes.
Oh, exactly. Boots are expensive these days. You bounce your skull. Skulls are hard. You bounce them off the boots. It's just not a good idea. Oh, he's wobbly. He's got to go off. Yeah, he's wobbly. That's what it was. Be honest, that was an unfortunate accident. It was. It was a kick in the head for luck. Nothing to see here. He was wobbly twice getting up. I think you got to make the sub. You get your concussion sub and away you go. May have chipped a stud. Free kick. We're back underway. Into the box. Headed away. Dan Scar. Rathbone thumps it. High ball. Smith chasing. Jumps forward just to disrupt enough. And it's Rathbone who puts it forward. And Smith is going to be able to get there. All by himself. So he beats Apter along the goal line. Still all by himself. Over towards the corner flag. And then just kicks it out for a throw-in. So it'll be a Blackpool throw-in. No blades on Fletcher's boots, so it's fine. Leighton back in the playoff territory if it holds. That's big for what happens next weekend. Oh. Rathbone missed that pass, and it's a turnover to Blackpool. They've got Wycombe next week, so Leighton in the battle is a massive help. Fletcher doesn't have studs. He is the stud. Evans takes it quickly. Football in a church right now. It's quiet in Blackpool. There's Longman chasing after. Comes all the way back. Casey's back on the pitch. Swings it over. That's the sub. Gabriel pushes it forward down the right-hand side. Apter gets it by McLean, but pushes it too far, and Brunt just thumps it down the pitch. It's 3 points, Brian. It's 3 points. We win. I guess we win, and we still need a draw. A win, well... but we're up in goal difference. So we win, we still need to draw. We'll go through those permutations here after this and measure everything off. Stockport, that's an important goal.
That helps. Yeah.
Because that puts them now up on 81 points, which with 2 points left still keeps them mathematically in it. And if we need them at the end in their battle against Wycombe, we want them in it. So I'm actually okay with that. 2 points in goal differential, but the goal differential can be made up. I mean, we know that because we've made up 6 today. But we are in control of our own destiny, as Zachary just points out. Sam Smith coming off. That's going to be Marriott in to go for a runabout for the last 3 minutes plus. What do we call in 5 minutes of added time here? 2 goals. The extended time with Casey off. 5, 6?
Something like that, yeah.
You need a Wycombe draw, Brian. It would be a win in the Wycombe draw. We're 2 points up. And a draw and a loss. Oh, a draw and a loss would do it too, because that would put us at 87. Charlton would gain the point in a draw. That would be 83, so that puts us 4-point clear. So a draw and a loss would also do it. We'll go through those permutations. We'll look at the table. I'll come up with a graphic. Somebody else probably will too. Mine will be somewhat prettier. No, it won't. But I'll pretend. Well done. Was that Marriott just porcupine in a balloon factory, just running through defenders, and the ball gets knocked out, and we're going to take time with the throw-in. Next Saturday is massive, and we're going to be here for the whole thing. The Wycombe match to start because they're going to set the table on what we need. We will know, and the Wrexham players will know before they go in exactly where we sit, because that game's at 4 o'clock in the morning, 12 o'clock in the UK, 7 o'clock over on the East Coast, 4:30, sorry. 4:30. Well, let's enjoy the last 6 minutes, and we'll stay on for a little bit as we figure this all out. And yes, that's the goal. Charlton match is ginormous. I mean, the other side is if Charlton comes through and they win and we lose and Wycombe ends up winning, we're into a real mess on the following weekend, because then we're sitting at 86 points. Charlton's at 85 points. Wycombe would be, with a win, would be on 87, 86, 85. We would need a win and help. Tough to draw and go forward because the goal differential. So it's next weekend is massive. But let's just focus on the positivity of what needs to get there for us to be invading the pitch. Nice ball forward from Marion. Holy, who's that kid? He's got some wheels on him. Casey. Rocky 4. We can't lose if we win. Hollywood finish. Oh, long range shot blocked by Dan Scarr. That was a thump that might have had a chance on the right-hand side if not for Dan. Marriott controls it. He's going to hold it. He did have Fletcher running forward, but instead he's just going to...
We're right. 5 minutes.
As we get closer to the 90th minute.
Five minutes extra.
5 minutes. Sounds about right. Adio. Wrexham FC. We're the Red Army. Yeah, we'll know exactly what we need. Oh, McLean almost got the intercept, but instead it goes to Gabriel, the substitute, who comes down and he hooks it back and he gets it to McLean. McLean doesn't advance it and draws it back to Brunt. Well played. KG veteran. Brunt. I said be patient. That's a little too patient. But he puts the work in and maintains it and runs the ball forward. Getting around 2 defenders there, but before he gets it to Rathbone. Rathbone spinning. He's getting grabbed and held. He's running backwards towards Ogonkwo. He's getting passed back. Yes, it is Ogonkwo. Boom. Thumps it down the pitch. Casey steps in front of Fletcher, and Brunt, another intercept. That's what he does well, running in front of people, and he's going to run all the way forward. Brunt going to lay it off over to the right-hand side for Longman to run up for. Proud to be from Wrexham is Dave 666. That makes 6 Daves actually for the day. So welcome. Dan Scarr with it. Having a little kickabout through the center backs. Brunt, chip. Nice ball to Marriott. He's got an opportunity. He's got 2 men around him in the box. Dances around. One blocks and Baggett. Sorry, I said blocks. Baggett had to come back and chip that one away as Marriott was sniffing. Holy. It is a home game. Morgan. A hot team coming into the race course, looking to do damage and help themselves to a potential automatics. And us, who's been there before, trying to earn ourselves a pitch invasion potentially. Blackpool gets a corner. No, that's a goal kick. He's well done. Rathbone smashed it off the attacking Apter. Hit that like button, says John. Follow button works. Subscribe button. Hit the little bell so you get notifications when videos come out. We're breaking hearts in Blackpool as the fans are leaving. Promotion dreams are gone. They are dangerous. They are dangerous. Rise into promotion. Man, I'm loving this. Ennis can't control it. Goes to Longman. He swings it over to Dobson. He's going to switch it over to give it to McLean, but it's too heavy and it goes on out. And leave her in. Just leave her in. Oh. Right? As it was supposed to be, Alex. The football gods continue to smile upon us. Long may we ever bask in their glory. I don't know what you say. Is it amen to the football gods? I'm going to get blasphemy stuff for saying all the Easter Monday discussions like this. Wrexham providing the illuminations today. Blackpool with it, a minute and a half, swung in the box, headed away. Fletcher goes and collects, draws it back, leaves it. James dances around a man, swings it to Rathbone, calm in defense. Over the top, McLean. The wheels, he's going to go and get it. Is he going to go to the flag or is he going to look? He's got Marriott there. Takes on his man, loses control to Casey. 3 in the back's not a good thing because Casey's better than Ofaya at shutting down that wing. No, you can't put Mullen in the lineup, even on the bench in a promotion advancing challenge when the only action he's had was a reserves match against Chesterfield. O'Connor with the sub coming on. On for Ollie Rathbone. 1 minute left. Oh, DeAndre, you still nervous? I too hope that they're there. Charlton just picked up a red, so that's somebody suspended. I'll take that. That's a great outcome. Thank you, weather guy. Let's go and figure out who that was because that's going to hurt. That's for the rest of the season. Well, I guess depending on the nature of the red. Apter just dances around McLean. Opportunity. Scores.
What the?
He's one back. 10 seconds and added time. So now we're even on goal differential. We're not going to finish, or we'll still finish this one in second, but who's got the goal? They've scored more goals than us. Charlton scored more goals than us. So we have to win on goal differential, but now it's 2-1. 2-1. Going to go backwards. Okonkwo. Right-footed launcher. Blow the whistle. There's a whistle. 3 points. It's a magical Monday. Good Monday. Goal. We hold. We get the win. Everything's good. Shame we don't get the clean sheet, but whatever. Following along around the league. They're still playing. And I'm trying to find out who got that red card. Lock it in. How magical was that one? It felt like it. And if you bet 2-1, I think that's the first score line I've called right all game. We're okay, Deagle. We're okay. Because if you look at it, we still need Wycombe to lose or draw to clinch. We're still 4 up on Charlton. 3 up on Charlton now with that one. We're okay. We're okay. Going to the table so I can follow along here. Go to the Charlton one. They haven't updated it yet. Anake. FB or F. Going to Charlton. Anake. It looks like he's a sub. Yeah, he's 25 matches played, 625 minutes. So not an important cog in the wheel, but one of their late subs that they bring in. 1 goal, 5 assists. So, still has some moxie. But look at the set. That is a glory. Thank you for identifying that, Bryn. Looking at the crowd, soaking it all up. Was looking for the halfway line to see if we could see Jason. That's going to be a fun one to go to. Whoo-wee. Brendan, tell me how you're feeling. Summarize that one.
Oh, it's going to make it a good week, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be exciting waiting for the Charlton game, right? I mean, that's huge. Puts us in a good spot. Just really excited here. Making every game interesting is Wrexham, and Charlton did us a favor. So now they're going to be coming in, giving it their all. We're still 4 ahead of them, so we're in good position at the moment still. So, yeah. Exciting.
We're back to even now, Snowboard. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. We're back to even. I just saw the question. My immediate response was
on the goal difference. Yeah.
Yeah, we're back to even. We'll go through the table as the games are starting to finalize around us. They're still playing, some of them. So they're in the eighth minute of added time in Charlton. Still sitting 4-0. Charlton down a man. So hopefully that one stays where it's at. Charlton doing us a favor, but now going to come in to Wrexham feeling like world beaters. Should we do the stats so we can let everything finish, and then we'll talk about permutations?
Sure thing.
56% possession, 44 anticipated. Expected goals 1.34, but we managed to pot 12 shots to 9, 7 shots on target to 2. We had 3 big chances, and we missed all of our big chances. McLean had that one early on. Rathbone had one earlier on. I'm missing the third one. Don't know who it was. Passes around the season average, I think actually 365 is bang on for them. We're a little bit below with our passes, and our accuracy only at 69%. But you go through touches in the opposition box, 26 to 15. The difference being we scored from distance today. And we were trying to replay, and I think we go back to the Rathbone goal or Dobson goal was what, 4 games ago, something like that, as the last one outside the box. It's been a while. Wycombe's now gone final at 4-0, and they can wander in the playoffs. That works for me. We'll be here on Saturday. We'll run through all of those permutations. Let me bring up the table, and let me bring up the League One matches, just so that I have everything in front of me. So Leyton Orient playing Wycombe. Take a look at the table. Leyton Orient, they're up 2-1 right now. I'm just going to hit the refresh button to see if that's updated. They're up 2-1. So assume that concludes. They're at 72 points then. They're in the battle with Reading. With 2 games left, Bolton at 66 and a -3 on the goal differential. They have to make up 14. You can eliminate them. It's a 2-pony race. It's a 2-pony race for the final spot. Leyton Orient and Reading. And Leyton is hosting Wycombe. That's good news. Hungry team. So that's at 4:30 in the morning, East Coast, 4:30 West Coast, 7:30 East Coast, 12:30 in the UK. We'll be here for that one. We'll follow that up with Stockport, who now, because of their win today against Huddersfield, who is out of it now. Stockport, they're at 81 points. So they're 5 points back, still mathematically in it. Their goal differential at 27. And so they'll be looking to do damage. They've got Lincoln City, who is done and dusted. So, and they're hosting. So Stockport will be thinking that they've got a chance as long as we open the door for them. So we'll be here for that one. And then we take on the Charlton one. So here's the combinations. Stockport's still mathematically in it, but what do they need? They need a lot of magic, because Charlton and Wycombe are going to play each other and gain points. So they need us to lose both, unless they make up goal differential. They need Wycombe not to win, because that would put them at 87 points. And if Charlton does win, they need to hope they don't win the other one. So Stockport with a chance, but they're in desperate territory right now. So let's focus on the 3 teams then that really matter. I just watched the McLean goal go in, echoing through my ears. I got a blast noise. The math is simple, and I'm not looking at the chat, so I'll bring it up as we go through. If we win and Wycombe don't, we're promoted. A draw, and there's the comment there from 8. So a loss or a draw with our win there's a pitch invasion. If we draw and Wycombe lose, we go into the following game only needing to gain a point or have Wycombe lose a point, unless, well, Charlton will be at 83 points. So that'll effectively eliminate them. I would think we'd be at 87 points. They'd be at 83 points. Yes. So a draw, because we're playing Charlton, would eliminate Charlton. So lots on the table, but pitch invasion with a win and Wycombe not gaining a point. If we lose to Charlton and Wycombe wins, now we're chasing. And we will have that final game. Our final game of the season, as a reminder, is against Lincoln City, who's done and dusted. Right? It is against Lincoln City, done and dusted?
Yeah.
I have that right. I've stared at the damn thing so many times you'd think I'd know this. Yes, in Lincoln City, who will be trying to play spoiler, I suppose. But we would have to gain points while Wycombe playing a Stockport team that is probably by then all eliminated from the competition. So Stockport potentially resting players against the Wycombe team looking for a win. We really should get it done in the Charlton game, or at worst get a draw. And a draw helps. We're 2 points up we're 4 points up on Charlton. So a draw eliminates Charlton. And if Wycombe loses and we gain a point, we just go forward. And hell, even if they win, we're at 87 points, and it goes into the final day, tied on goal differential because we'd have a draw. Oh, they'd be one ahead of us at least because they win. Look, we're in a good place. Win or draw, options open. Draw, we still have options. Lose, it gets ugly, and we'll need a little bit of hope. Just don't lose. We just can't lose next weekend. And if we do lose, we have to hope everybody else loses around us. And that's just the way the cookie crumbles. How you feeling, all? Sharky, we seem to play better. Well, that's because of our style, right? And Rob, Ryan Red, Rich, and Nathan Salt have been going over this for the longest time on their podcast. Is we counterpunch and we attack and break teams down, and our long balls require that there be men forward. And so that's what we need, and we need players to come after us. Looking to set history on a Saturday with the first back-to-back-to-back. Oh, it's going to be an ear-pounding fortress. Do they put back up those two sections in the cop that they tore down?
No.
Game. But we are in the driver's seat. We've got control. Just win. Win. See what happens. Worst case scenario is you're sitting at 89 points and you've got Wycombe who's won and sitting at 87. You've eliminated Charlton and Stockport from the equation, and you go into it needing a win. Well, needing to just match whatever Wycombe does, right? A win, we're in. If they draw, we can draw. If they lose, we can lose. But yeah, I guess there's always that, Rob with the punch to the gut, really feeling those last two matches. Imagine if we ended up with 2 points extra on this one, we'd be rolling in it right now. But Deagle says, I will accept a win or a draw from Wrexham.
You don't want your pitch invasion to be on a loss or a draw or something, right? Like you want to go win it and feel like you earned that final, pitch invasion.
Yes. Oh, yes. We broke I heard you, Brendan. I'll come back to it. DeAndre's saying we broke the no-win streak with this official. That's our first win in 6. But going back to your point, even in a loss, we couldn't invade, right? Because we've got the away game. So there will be no losses that will mathematically get you. But I agree with the comment that you want to earn it to be able to celebrate it and not stumble your way into it. But we will know if Wycombe at that early morning game, join us for it. 4:30, we'll get the chat warmed up. We'll get everybody all sufficiently lubricated with drinks. I won't be providing them, but grab your Irish coffees and your Irish creams and do whatever you need to do to fire everything up on a Saturday morning. We will be, if Wycombe draw or lose, we know it's all on. If they end up winning, They jump us onto second place, and we know that we need to hold, and the pressure builds against another team that, I mean, they can't pass us in the standings with a win, but they can get to 1 point behind us. So one draw, I think we're okay with a draw, but I just don't want it. I just don't want it. Just talking about the matches, just so that everybody's refreshed as to what everybody has left. So Wycombe plays 6th place Leyton Orient on the road on Saturday, 4:30. They'll be hungry. Leyton Orient will, because they're sitting in 6th place, tied on points with Reading. So Leyton Orient looking to cement themselves a position in the playoffs. Then the following Saturday, the last game of the season, all games start at the same time. Wycombe is going to be hosting Stockport, which is good news, because only one of the, well, if assuming Stockport could potentially be in it, if Stockport wins its way through and there's a stumble, they could be battling things out. It's bad news if we eliminate Stockport, because then they could be setting out and Wycombe hangs with us, because they could be sending out a powder puff lineup, looking to just save bodies for their playoff round. I don't think that there's any team can pick. It's not like the playoffs in North America, right, Brendan? I don't know if you'd agree with this thought, but the top seed, which would be the 3 seed here, playing the lowest seed, the 6, and then you have the 2 in the middle. There's not a sufficient enough gap between the two, and I don't think home field advantage really helps out in the semifinals. So really? Do you think anybody's fighting to hold on to 3rd place or 4th place?
I don't think you want to take a loss. I don't think you, like, psychologically speaking, I don't think you want to give away a game going into it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I think, yeah, I mean, maybe you're not, 110%, but you're playing hard. I mean, you can't take a loss or half-ass it and go, we don't care. Like, so you got to come out and play. And I don't know. I think I wouldn't want to be playing the top 3. It's whoever's that 4th team is who you really want to play. Yeah. So again, like, if Stockport beating Wycombe allows them to jump to the 1 spot to play Leyton Orient or Reading, I think that I would, if I'm a Stockport fan, that's what I'm rooting for. Forget about Wrexham. I want the best chance to go up, and the best chance to go up is to be the number 1 seed, to play the weakest team, which whoever gets in is definitely weaker than Charlton, Wycombe, and Stockport. So
you think so? Even given form right now? I mean, I don't know. You find so many upsets.
Are you serious? If you could play any team right now, would you want to play Wycombe, Charlton, Stockport, and you can take your pick between Leyton or Reading?
I would want to play Wycombe.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I'd go after Leyton and then Reading.
I mean, you look at Leyton Orient in their run. I mean, both Leyton Orient and Reading are on at least 5-game streaks. I'm going through right now. Leyton beat Cambridge today, Barnsley. They beat Crawley. They beat Mansfield. They drew Wigan. They lost to Burton. So a bit of a soft powder puff run. Beat Stevenage. Beat Blackpool. Lost to Northampton. So I mean, they'll be feeling good because they're running it on wins, but not the heaviest run. For Reading, whoops, I clicked on the wrong one there.
But this is expected for Wycombe. Wycombe is playing the toughest part of their schedule. They're playing all top 10 teams.
Yeah, but they're losing. They gave up their potentially, if they're in the playoffs, they've given up their spot in automatic. They've got to reset and reformulate themselves, and they're playing teams that have been busting their hump to get in. If you're Reading, they beat Mansfield. They lost to Lincoln. They drew Northampton. They beat Shrewsbury. Reading beat Wycombe at home 1-0. Lost to Blackpool. So Reading's been hit or miss. To me, I think it's Wycombe. And yes, Charlton can still get second. Their pathway to second place. Let me just go back to the table.
They have to win out, and we have to lose to them, and then
they can technically get in with a win and a draw. They're 3 goals back on goal differential, so that win would have to be massive. And if it was a draw against us, they'd have to then outpace us and score two more than us in the final game. Stockport could technically get second, but I don't think it's there. For Stockport to get in, they've got to get past 86 points to 87, so they need to win both. And Wycombe and Charlton are going to pick up, one of those teams is going to pick up a point. Or sorry, Wrexham and Charlton. One of us is going to pick up a point, at least. So the math is not mathing for Stockport to be in it, but I hope that they are, because they play Wycombe in the last game of the season, and if we need it, I want Stockport to think that they've got an outside chance to get in. But the math is simple. We are going to need either a win or a draw next Saturday. And I mean, that's the advantage of playing Charlton, because if we get a draw, so do they. So 87 points to 83 points. That's a glorious thing. If we end up drawing and Wycombe wins, then us and Wycombe are even on points, but they'll be just ahead of us on goal differential going into the final match. And that's why we want them to have a Stockport team that's fighting. Because I'd hate to think Charlton or Stockport, would roll over. I mean, they're going to rest players. They're not putting up the best squad they can. But they could let in a soft goal in the 92nd minute if they wanted to, just to be donkeys. And I guess they could elect who do we want to have fall back into the automatics with, or into the playoffs with us. They could have that level of control. Do you think teams do that? I don't know. RKO is the only team coming in with a loss. Every other team has pulled through the last 5 games. And so, yeah, I would, and you see it all the time. When you go through the playoffs, can I bring up that sheet? As to who's made it through the playoffs for the last whatever number of years. League 1, League 2 seasons. League 1, as to who came through. I don't have it highlighted on this one. Bugger. Playoff Sheffield Wednesday, but I don't know where they were. But from going through from 2002 going forward, I'm pretty certain it's almost always not the third place team. Like, it's statistically, maybe I'll look at it again just for curiosity. But Saturday is going to be tough. It's going to be a long one. Grab your beverages, get your munchies, do whatever you need to do. We're going to need Mr. Tim Schute to show up here again for some sort of magic. But Birmingham had extra cup games, and they've had internationals, and they've had too many breaks. And so with them with another win, they're narrowing up on record territory. Most wins in League 1 is a 1946-47 Doncaster team. And I'm trying to think of, do I remember what that was? I mean, they're going to get most points. I'm near certain. I think most wins in the season is 33. They've got 4 games left. So if they get 3 wins, they tie it. 4 wins, they break the record. That's the one that's on the table. Most points in League 1 for the EFL was relatively recent, if I recall correctly.
It's like, yeah.
Reading, 106 points. And so they need 7 points out of a possible 12. I mean, I think that one they're going to throttle the record. That was 2005, 2006. Reading holds it. So I think they're going to throttle the most points ever. The question is can they win outright 4 more wins and break the record? And sure, great for them. Kudos. Yay for you. All that matters for us is let's get this thing done. Whiskey next week. Absolutely. Stockport could still get second. Wycombe needs to lose to Leyton Orient for us to secure promotion. A draw would work, W&G. A draw would work if we win, because that would put them on 85 points. And if we won, we go up to 89, right? So it's still there with a draw.
All right, let's go enjoy the rest of our day and week now.
I'm about ready. Everything feels good. The universe is all is right with the universe after a blip on Bad Friday. Is there a scenario where Birmingham doesn't play all their games? No, for competition's sake, they're going to get them all in. And Blackpool's got to have an extra game with them on a Wednesday, where Blackpool's not playing for anything. So for Birmingham, I mean, they've clinched. They're away and free. They have a Stevenage team that doesn't care. They have a Mansfield team that doesn't care. Those are teams that are safe. They have a Blackpool team that doesn't care. The last game of the season, they play Cambridge United, who likely will care because they're in the midst of a battle for relegation. In that regard, just for fun and having a look at it, is it really looks as though there's 4 teams that are scrambling with one team going to be safe. Cambridge probably out of it, to be fair. They're 5 points back. But Crawley, so let's call it 3. Burton, Bristol Rovers, Crawley Town, 2 out of 3 of them likely to be relegated. Burton has a game in hand, and they're tied on 43 points. So they've got the chance, and they've got the goal differential. So it'll probably be them. I didn't look at the championship table. I'm curious.
Don't do it too soon.
There's no such thing. No such thing. Sheffield Wednesday's had themselves a drop, right? 3 losses in a row. It was them and Leeds up at the top. They lose 3 in a row. Burnley jumps over top of them. And so it looks relatively secure, even though they've got 3 games left. They could get up to 95 points. One would anticipate that they're going to be fighting with Sunderland, Bristol City, and I guess Bristol City could crap out. So let's call it Bristol City, Coventry, Middlesbrough, Millwall. I can't see the Rovers getting up being 5 points back. Same position as Stockport. So that's the battle to see the teams that are going up. To me, I'd like to see Watford's mid-table, and that's a good thing because they have lost out on their parachute payments next season. So they're a regular team, and I'll talk about that in the scope and the significance of those. Call them a parachute payment, call them a trampoline payment, but the money that they receive from the Premier League, allowing teams to bounce back. They've exhausted that, and that's painful for them. Good for us if we get promoted. So Plymouth Argyle, Cardiff City, Luton Town sitting in that spot. Derby County, tied on points, but ahead on goal differential. Hull City, not necessarily clear. Oxford United, Preston, probably safe, but still got work to do. So it's largely over. Cardiff City, though, not doing itself any favors. A 1-1 draw with Oxford, a team that they were chasing, could have held them down to 48 points and jumped up to 45. But who does Cardiff City have left for the remainder? West Brom and Norwich, 2 teams that are sitting comfortably in the middle of the table. I don't think West Brom's going to be able to make. No, they can't. They're mathematically eliminated today. So 2 teams not playing for anything. For Cardiff City, trying to get it up. Luton Town, they've got Coventry and West Brom. Coventry, a team that's playing for something. So it's going to be fascinating. Don't count chickens. You don't have to show it. Aniki was an attacker from the bench. He's 31, I think. Plays late minutes, sort of like Fletcher does. Doesn't score a lot. He's only got 1, but he's got 5 assists. So he does do damage. But they won't have him available, so that's helpful. Stick to the sheep. They're warm and they're Welsh. They're white and Welsh and fluffy. Oh yeah, sheep are wonderful.
All right, let's wrap this thing up.
Go and enjoy your day. We didn't have to touch the tooth. Everything's good. Thanks for joining us. Like button below when you leave. We'll see you here on Saturday morning. Have yourselves a wonderful one. Take care. Bye.
Arthur Okonkwo, in goal. What is love?